This is what we need to do, detectives. We need to find that particular cosplay picture.
Oh, he showed it.
Yes.
He shows
Okay,
it in the
Is
video.
this?
timestamp me. Timestamp me.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me back it up.
We need to verify whether that ass is of equivalent value.
This is harassment.
This is harassment.
Her ass.
This
man.
is science.
Giggity.
Okay,
That was a good one, Davis.
it's timestamped there. You're gonna have to pause it like almost immediately.
What is the number?
Uh,
I don't know
3021.
Okay.
I posted it with the timestamp. In the please use me.
That's fucking Mark.
Yeah, I'm 30 minutes, 21 seconds in of the 42 minutes, 35 seconds.
Not a lot of ass in that picture.
Oh, and the two people that were accusing him of soliciting nudes or sending nudes to minors, there's, other than carefully tailored screenshots to make it look like he didn't know how old they were, to not actually knowing who the fuck the other one is. They are also professional e-beggars.
What does that mean?
As opposed to
Oh, you
part-time
know what it means.
e-beggars.
You know what that means.
Suit yourself? Is
No,
that,
we're-
they're suit yourselves?
No. He's not a professional e-beggar. These are professionals. Like,
Okay,
this
how
is
do you
what
become
they
a
do.
professional e-beggar? How does that work?
Like, basically, anytime something happens to you or something like that, oh my god, it's so hard. Think Liz Reptile.
Yeah.
Anytime
So
something
a
bad happens,
professional-
oh my god, here's a link to my PayPal, help.
So your GoFundMe gets filled.
No
That's the
GoFundMe,
difference
just
between
PayPal
a
links.
professional.
Direct
Money
PayPal
me the
donations.
fuck now, son.
Direct to
So,
PayPal donation.
Neanderthalic apathy is in the waiting room if you want to bring him in to give us the lowdown. But
I'm almost done with the video. I got like 12 minutes left, which is less than that because I'm watching it on 1.5.
Alright, hold on. Let Vamp get her shit in. Loki King says she was dating, not married, if I remember correctly. So were they dating? Was that the gimmick?
oh man, I've missed out on a lot of your comic book lists, haven't I, Jacob? I'm sorry.
Who? Which people are you talking about? She was dating, not married, if I remember. No, I'm talking about Holly. I think she was married. And Jared was married. They aren't entirely squeaky clean. But he
Yeah,
didn't
it's
do the
not-
shit he was accused of doing.
Yeah, there was no pedophilia shit. There was just a whole bunch of other fuckery.
Grown folk are allowed to break up.
Yep. Allowed to fuck around. I mean, it's not good, but you know, at least he's not a fucking dirty dog pedophile.
The same people who
there's-
overlooked like Andy cheating on his girl all year last year are the ones who jumped up and down and lost their shit about this. So you gotta temper.
Yeah, all the people that accuse this guy should be run out of town on the rails. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be interesting to see how people are
Yeah.
gonna respond.
I see in the future a lot of privated accounts.
Hmm. Are you getting
I-
into the psychic gimmick?
Yeah, I'm doing a little. I got a crystal ball here.
Here's what I see happening. A lot of
All right.
people not even addressing it. That's what I think will happen. I
Well,
think a lot
yeah.
of people will dodge the shit out of that.
You think? They kind of made such a big fucking deal out of it. Now they're wrong.
Yeah, but the same thing happened with Andy Signor, where people were dining out on his story. Turned out to be false, and were the same media folks that ran with the story in the beginning. Did they run with the story to exonerate the man? They did not.
Okay.
Ignore that part of the story.
Another thing this Pamela chick says is that he refused to make eye contact, refused to shake her hand, was making lewd comments about her the entire time during when they had met, and he said,
He's a geek.
He said at E3 he was on a panel with Pamela and Matt Pat. He's like, I have never done a panel with Matt Pat. I have never done a panel at E3. Or at, I've never done
It's
a
a-
panel.
It's a game theory guy.
Yeah, that's the game theory guy. But he was just like, he's like, if you don't believe me, ask Matt Pat. If Matt Pat remembers it happening in this way, someone find the footage. If it happened at E3, someone has footage of it. Either it got
Yeah.
streamed or recorded or photographs or more than
Or
just
the
her word for it.
recollections, anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, if you find it, send it to me. I will gladly eat my words and apologize to her. He's like, but I don't remember this happening, and no one else does either. Something along those lines, yeah.
No, this is more of that shit.
Yeah. People
It's
smell
like when
blood in the water.
it's like when a Tim of the Hun pretended like me and her were really chummy.
Who?
And so somebody was the Atima chick with the crazy teeth and fucking all that other shit.
She got dreadlocks. She looks like she's about 5
Oh,
months
okay.
She
old.
looks
Yeah.
fucked up. Yeah, she was trying to pretend like I had some weird interaction with her where we were like really chummy, and
Uh-huh.
she had like some kind of like DM, something where like I had lied to her about Geek or something. So what the fuck are you on about?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You've been around long enough. I don't get really chummy with anybody.
Yeah, she told me that you met at Comic-Con.
Oh, of
Or,
course.
VidCon.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it wasn't Oh, okay, maybe it was VidCon. Maybe it was all of them. All the cons. You would rendezvous with Snaggletooth. I shouldn't have said that. That's all right.
Snaggled. Oh Lord. Y'all are bad people.
I remember this shit now. Took a minute. Like, this is that shit. Like, do you think Cog's gonna do a stream? Where he's like, yeah, Projared.
Of course he will. Cogs. He's trustworthy, right? Honest individual.
I've never met a more trustworthy person than Cognitive Thought.
He should
Personally.
definitely do a stream about how full of shit he was when he went for the clicks on Projared.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah. Dude, Cog would go for the clicks on anything. Cog is just straight up whore. Like, he's just, that's how it is.
I know I did a stream on it, but it was like everybody was talking about it. It was like, you know anything about Projared? I didn't know anything about Projared, so we just looked at Twitter, and
Found out.
I don't know if we even had talked about the pedophilia stuff. It seemed like it was
No,
new to me, but
got lost in her ass.
yeah, we mostly spent all of our time on Heidi O'Farrell's Instagram. So of course,
Which
I'm
was
probably
not time wasted.
not time wasted at all. We are the best news source on the internet, but
That's
probably not.
news.
Probably like the 10th best bakery, from what I'm looking at.
Top 10 bakeries on YouTube. You made the
We
list.
did a deep dive into Heidi's. It's true, truck nuts. It's true.
How many videos will be made by the end of today? I don't know if you'll see many by today. A lot of people are going to figure out how to approach it because that's the game on YouTube. How do we approach this? How do we touch this?
How do we say that we were right?
that?
I know that I said that he did all these things, but it
Yeah, I
was
know we called him a pedophile.
the real story is the culture of the internet. That's
Yeah.
what it'll be. Yeah, they'll talk about the fucking culture surrounding the whole thing. The real problem. Yeah,
I think you've hit it on the nose. I think
yeah,
that's what it's going to be.
be.
I hate these fucking marks. God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but
It's you have them ranting about how disingenuous the mainstream media is.
right.
And then that's what they do.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Who you
Exactly.
fool?
Yeah, and then you sort of realize why the mainstream media is the way they are. There's like, oh, okay, everybody's just humans. Everybody's horrible, and the world sucks, and everybody's gonna die.
This internet gimmick is so full of fucking whores, though. Like it's bad enough in like in
The
reality.
world is full of horrors.
Yeah, the real world was bad enough. Yeah, it is bad enough that way. But when you look at the way that this shit is structured, once the Projared thing hit the algorithm, YouTube was more or less rewarding you for going after that guy.
Well, that's just the algorithm does what the algorithm wants. It's a cruel god.
It's not. I'm
Unforgiving.
not just talking about the algorithm. I'm talking about the people. Everybody. That's what people wanted to see. They wanted to see some guy for some reason be called a pedophile with zero evidence.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they'll ignore that Zoom's a pedophile because Zoom is one of the people who would be making this shit up about people. Zoom's one of the people who will go along with you and call random people pedophiles. So they
Yeah.
ignore that. But you'll go along with something like, oh, I don't know, Projared's a pedophile. Why? Well, somebody said so. Who? This person.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a thing that people want to believe because he had 1 million subs. So we can watch him drop below 1 million subs because we called him a pedophile.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
they fucked with this dude. Like, once you're at 1 million subs, I'm pretty sure that this guy was doing this shit for a living. Like, this was what he did for money, right? Like, that's, once you're at
You
that
can-
level, I think it's a safe assumption.
You can do that at 100k subs.
Yeah, so if the
Somewhat
guy's
good.
at a fucking million,
This was his job.
yeah, I would assume this is his job. So they fucked up everything about him by just making shit up about him.
Okay, so he's I'm gotten to the part in the video where he's addressing the cheating accusations. I'm gonna use the word cheating loosely because
Yeah.
around the time that he allegedly cheated on Holly, he was in the
Heidi.
process of ending the relationship. She knew this. And
Oh, she was mad about it.
then
She was
Holly,
big mad and she bullshitted.
and there was a little bit of a romance that sparked between Holly and Jared. Holly's ex, Ross, actually encouraged the two to get together. Flew up to see Jared to support him in like a bunch of bullshit that he was going through. And he's like, absolutely, 100%. No cheating happened. Because Heidi and Jared were breaking up. Holly and Ross were no longer together. They were two single people doing what two single people do.
Getting
Fucking-
busy. Oh, man.
And they
This
liked
doesn't
each other.
surprise
So,
This guy got dogged.
Yeah, he got fucked over. This was bullshit. And I smelled it from the fucking start. If you were here when all that shit was happening, people were wanting us to talk about it. And I said, I think it's bullshit. I don't buy it.
You were not blinded by her
Heine.
hiney.
I wasn't.
You should have been.
It's good quality to have.
well, he said
I
whether or
myself
not
do
cheating
do not
did in
possess
fact
that.
happen or not, because sometimes relationships don't work out. He's like, whether there was cheating or not, doesn't matter. It's none of your business.
It's a true point.
I can agree.
Accurate.
I can agree.
It's just funny that he's right. That's all that I'm seeing here is that they went at somebody. They lied about
Shotgun
Just
says,
to do it.
So who is the cuck though? I need someone to point and laugh at.
it. Pretty much.
That would be you, Alex. Sorry.
What the fuck, man?
You know what you did, Alex. Come
I
on.
didn't do shit. No, leave me alone.
Everyone pointed at Alex and laugh.
Ha ha.
That's what he gets right there.
The
What a
fucking
cuck.
Alex all fucked up like a cuck. Cuck ass, mock ass, trick ass bitch.
Mm. So good.
I'm wondering. I'm really wondering how this is gonna play because every fucking channel I can think of, they all ran some shit. Just bullshit. I'm thinking some of them are going to make a step and try to make a response to it. Most of them are going to keep on keeping on because that's what you do. You just keep going. Even if you're full of shit, just keep going. Ignore it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. I mean, if all this shit happened outside of the people that spoke about it, so I mean, at what point are you just like covering a story? Where does it go into nefarious lines where you're doing what you're saying, which is apparently, wrong? When does it go from just reporting on, okay, this is what's going on in the Twitterverse, which is gay, but whatever, this is what we do, to it being okay. Now you're wrong. You're fucked up. You're pushing bullshit.
I don't know.
Because at the time, I mean, what did people know?
They didn't want to know shit. They wanted to go at it. There wasn't nothing true about a fucking thing that was being said, but it was what people wanted to hear. It made them feel better about whatever they were doing. So that's what they went with.
Ooh, the end of that video. Ooh. He just said,
What is it?
remember, nobody likes cancel culture until they get the opportunity to cancel somebody.
Mm.
Talking about all the drama channels that talked about his situation, which he pointed out. Not a single one of them reached out to him to ask him for any kind of statement or even a remotely like, hey man, what the fuck happened?
No, same.
Wow. Yeah,
Whenever
that's a
shit
good
went
point.
down with me, nobody. They don't do that. They put together
No.
a story, they figure out what's going to sound good, and they roll with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
Well,
familiar.
you're a commentary channel, not a news channel.
What?
What?
I mean,
Ruff.
Ruff,
Wouldn't
is it
commentary
your
channels,
responsibility to reach out to people?
if you're throwing accusations at them,
And yeah, some of this crazy shit that people do. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe you should hit somebody up before you fucking say, "Hey, we're gonna call you a fucking pedophile with zero evidence." Hey, we're gonna say that you did all this shit with zero evidence.
Okay, if that's what was going on, and people were saying, "Okay, you're a little fucking pedophile," like, because there's a difference between saying this guy is a pedophile and saying, "Okay, these people are saying that this guy's a pedophile," and
You
we
see,
don't know which one it is yet because it's too early.
I didn't follow it outside of what we did on my channel and what we didn't talk about here. So I don't
Right.
know who are the worst offenders with about talking with
Oh, that
about
shit
this
was
story.
everywhere, dude.
It
I
was
can
literally
imagine.
everywhere. Like, as much as we kind of like went back and forth about it in the Discord, the commentary channels and the quote unquote news channels and the drama channels, which frankly at this point they all kind of blend together. Um, all of them were just reporting on the side that was talking public, the side that was screaming on Twitter, the vocals on Twitter. No one was actually reaching out and going, "Hey, Jared, would you like to, I don't know, come on or give a statement maybe about this, this
No,
shit
he
that they're
said
saying?"
none of them even asked him what happened.
None of them got a hold of him. None of them asked him what
Not
happened.
a one.
Nobody reached out to him for a statement.
Wow,
So,
it's fucked.
yeah. He was like, I don't know how you can say I'm reporting on this unbiasedly when you don't even have my side of shit.
Yeah.
Man, what a missed opportunity. I should have contacted him, had him on the Night Beast.
See, the thing about it is, and this is probably where I'm coming from. Like, I don't know
We'll
how
make
other
douchebags say,
people.
hold on. This was one he brought up Treesicle. I remember talking about when I would look at that channel every once in a while, and I remember I was still sub to him, and I remember seeing the fucking thing of them doing a video on Projared, and I unsubbed.
Yep.
I was over it.
I
I
remember
was
you
fucking
coming.
over it.
I remember you coming to the Discords like this channel
So
I
pissed.
like. You know that one channel I actually do like. Yeah, they did a fucking video on Pro Jared and I am sub today.
I'm done.
Like you already
Fucking
thought they were
done.
kind of dumb.
Never heard of him.
They just make bullshit like video games, weird stories about video game
Yeah.
characters and shit like that. Just a
Ah,
goofy fucking channel.
so they got
It's
on
just a
this
goofy
trend.
channel. Yeah, it's just a dumb fucking channel. And then they're like, okay, well, let's make this. And it's like, really? Really, motherfucker? It's like, yeah, done. I was over it. How could you?
That's how it would go, right?
Well, I would think that anyone who ever reported on this story would now have an obligation to retract and go, okay, Pro Jared cleared up all this, and this. So at the very least, you have a responsibility to say all this stuff that we talked about before. Here's what it seems happened. So he didn't do nothing.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like I had my reactionary knee jerk reaction, and then after getting hollered at a few times, I was like, okay, fine. I'll hold off any further shit until
There
I
were
hear
many a
about
shut
it.
the fuck ups that week.
Yes, many. Not just to me, but pretty much to everyone else.
Anybody who bothered me with that shit did catch a shut the fuck up. I was over that shit. And it bothered it was just irritating to be like, people are really just gonna go with whatever was said. There is nothing there. It was ill. It's just fuck it. Jessica says, niece and I will be best buds after I make a blog. I just know.
Boy.
Is Jessica making a blog? Then I will get all the inside dirt and be in the know.
Hey. Check on my concrete. I'll be back in a second.
Good move.
Yeah, make sure she hasn't gotten out.
So, who was the first one to really break and run with this story that Projared is evil, has cheated on his wife?
I don't know. Wasn't it Augie, fucking
Are you
Tommy
serious?
C, Nick? Weren't they the ones?
No, they weren't the ones who
Thought
broke
of-
the story.
No.
I don't think the
Those
story
are just
was,
the ones that
broke
we
by
saw.
anybody. It broke on Twitter. I'm talking about who was like the first ones to really run with this and make this what everybody and their mother is going to watch. Because I'm serious, like those tree sickle dudes, like they don't even do this kind of content. But those motherfuckers better sack the fuck up and make a fucking video correcting the bullshit they said.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you ever like fucking railed on this guy, and now it's come out that he didn't do nothing. I mean, your integrity is fucking shit if you don't make a correction. And not some bullshit disclaimer like update the description on your previous videos. Like, you need to make a video saying, okay, here's what happened and I was wrong. This is the information.
It broke with Heidi. That's the spirit. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It's just that the story broke with just her putting it on Twitter, and then everybody jumped on it.
So, she was mad that her cash cow was leaving. She started all this shit on Twitter, and everyone just jumped on it.
No, she was mad that he was breaking up with her and moving on.
That's what I said. Her cash cow was leaving because
She
he had 1 million
has
subs.
her own money.
I think that it's because he did it publicly, and that was embarrassing.
He blocked
She
her,
felt maybe
and
scored or something.
maybe, or she was just angry that he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna, we're
She
not
seems
together
a little
anymore.
full of shit and unhinged.
We're not together
I'm
anymore.
saying-
We're gonna,
Hold on.
move
What
on."
I'm saying is that a woman did something irrational.
Yeah.
No. And she didn't even do it from space. Fuck, get with the times, bitches.
Didn't have enough bees to get her there, I guess.
In the future, all things will be done from space.
So here's the thing: like people they say crazy shit and make shit up about me all the time. But it's never anything that's like going out with like the crazy pedophile things. Like that's you can't just
You mean
fucking
like
throw
the
that
shit
on
they
somebody.
make up about me?
Yeah, like the shit they make up about you.
Like
They
the
never
shit
go
they
with
make
that.
up about Vamp.
What's she catching now?
Oh, she's a tranny.
Oh,
wait,
well,
that's not
that's
made
what
up.
I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm saying that's more of like fucking like the shit that I catch. Like I'm in a fucking with shit like that.
Right.
Whereas like we're talking about shit where you're calling someone like a very specific kind of criminal that everyone hates. Everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're doing, and you
Yep,
spread that to try to character assassinate somebody. That's why
Yep.
you're doing it.
Got a little bit of that my way.
That's just fucking. I don't know. It's one of the most obvious tactics on the internet, and you see it constantly.
For sure.
And then you actually get a situation where one of these people has like fucking audio out where they're admitting that they're looking at child porn. Oh no, he's not a pedophile. He'll help us catch the pedophiles. Are you fucking high?
Huh?
Yeah.
In order to catch the pedophile, you must
Think of
become
all the people
pedophile.
that have avoided talking about Zoom so that they could try to fucking go at somebody they think would get them more subs. Even going as far as to use Zoom to do it. That is amazing to me.
It was just this wild idea that he was some investigator or something, even though he was like wrong like 99% of the time about everything. But nobody wanted to back it. What it is, you know what it
The only
is?
times
Is
he
that
was right
no,
about
no? What I
sorry.
think it is that people needed someone to just do the work, so when it was proven wrong, they could say, "Oh, it was just Zoom." Yeah,
Yeah,
he's the one that
plausible
did that.
deniability.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It was a plausible deniability the whole time. And he gained some favor when he was in the good graces of Killstream and Worski, but before that he was a fucking spurg and everybody hated him and he was a fucking pedophile.
He still is.
Oh yeah, sure.
That's just,
But for
it's a
some people,
fucking weird thing that people go with just sweeping it under the rug, getting away from.
hmm
And when it comes to the stuff he's been air quotes right about, pretty much the only stuff he's been correct about is the stuff where, okay, I did this with what's her name, and now I'm gonna tell them about it because I'm mad at what's her name.
yeah, it's just
Like the doxing stuff that happened in Ralph's server. Yeah, he was 100% right about that because he was doing it.
yeah.
He was one. Yeah, he was one of the ones doing it.
So that's one of the things he got right because he admitted it.
Yeah.
But as far as like anything that he has to do with investigation wise, the guy's a fucking dummy.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing about like he did what like a 4-hour stream or trying to track where Worski is when he was in Miami. Whereas if he would have just watched the chat, people were telling him exactly where he was at.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
an hour in.
what's his face? God, what's his face?
Dispatch?
The other channel. Yeah, Dispatch. Dispatch actually looked at his chat and was like, "Oh, he's here? Okay. I'm gonna call there and say he's a white nationalist, get him kicked out." I don't condone doing that shit, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, he actually paid attention to his chat and was able to actually do the shitty thing he was trying to do. Versus Zoom of like, let's triangulate these cell towers and okay, he's in rural Oklahoma. Dude, he's at a McDonald's in Miami. What? No, he's in Georgia
Yeah, he's fucking horrible.
with his ailing wife.
Fucking.
Oh wait, that's
She's a beautiful
Davis.
woman. She's a beautiful woman.
The fact that anybody can love the train surprises me. That's me.
Aww.
That's
Oh my god. Why would you say something like that? Kujin's all right. Right?
Oh,
Just
he's
alright.
alright.
Just alright.
Am I though? Tell me how you really feel about me, Davis.
Do we
There
need
we
to
go.
get him one of James
Move
Hardy's
on.
Mr. Decent shirts?
Sure.
Can I
Those
have a
exist?
promoter-
Or
Can I have a
Decent Club?
promoter's note?
No.
Ask Fakist for the erotica, Billy. Is Fakist have an erotica shop?
No.
There's a
Dear God,
genius
no.
here. Genius in the chat. He says, "Am I banned here too?" Yes.
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 That's almost dumb enough of a statement to get somebody banned.
No. Don't ban him.
But
I want
but
to
they
know what this guy's all about.
But
But
they
they-
stupid it.
but they asked something stupid.
You can't ban people for being stupid.
Yes, we can.
Really?
Well, I guess you can.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Oh.
Everyone's just telling them yes.
All right. Whatever. It's not my place to say how you can. Why?
I swear I didn't do it. I didn't touch
I
anything.
know. Cool
What?
your jets.
My hands are up.
I
Hands up.
just got timed out.
Don't blame.
No reason to do that.
Just makes it take forever for him to answer fucking Davis's question.
5 minutes.
Davis had a question. He was interacting with him.
Did I have a question? Can't remember.
You said you want to know what he was about.
Oh, what a fucking wild question that would have been. I just want to know what you're about, pal. Well, let me tell you. I do.
I like Legos.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Legos.
And
Yeah.
asses.
So you're
Oh
saying
man,
Niece did it?
could have bonded on that. His niece. All right.
It was
fair
Niece.
enough.
Wait, what?
Niece did it.
Did I
Blame
miss
it on
something?
niece.
It's the ghost of Niece's past. Yeah.
Stop timing people out, Niece.
Fucking niece. She's
Can't-
one of our greatest flying monkeys that we have around, but she flies off the handle.
I know, right? I mean, she can come in here and ban people out of chat, but can't update her goddamn blog. Priorities.
I really want that blog updated
Same.
in a passionate way.
Right.
I want this to happen, like right now.
Oh, that guy. By the way, narcopathic apathy is still in the waiting room.
Oh goddamn! Grab him. I forgot about that. He's been there
You
for
have that
about a month.
ability too. Just saying.
Oh, do we?
Oh
I got
god, grab him. I forgot about that. He's
Mute
been there for-
stream.
Yep, sorry about that.
Yeah, you've been
Boo,
waiting.
Get
You've
off
been
the
waiting.
stage.
Yeah, you've been waiting here.
Oh.
You've been waiting there for like 20 minutes, pal. Anyway.
Oh, it's all good. You guys.
Mm-hmm. So what's
Wow.
your take on? You got a take on what?
He got
Wow.
Projared or
He
something?
left.
He
Oh,
yeeted
he left?
himself.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
I was just kidding.
I was just gonna
I'm
ask him what
sorry.
he's about.
Wait,
He
did you?
disconnected.
I was just gonna ask him what he's about. Did you really make him leave baggage?
I
Did you do that?
hope not.
Let's. Okay.
There he is again. No,
Nah, now
now
he's
he's
out.
left again.
He's just gonna fuck with us for the rest of our lives.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Now he's just fucking with me.
Yeah.
Because he joined the waiting room, I dragged him back in, and look, there he is again.
All right.
Fuckery is afoot.
Oh,
Nice guy.
there he goes.
This is not gonna make a good show if we just talk about people leaving the waiting room.
It keeps kicking him out alive.
So has there been any updates on Niece's blog since the last time you
Fuck
talked about it?
No. I checked.
God damn it.
She needs to update on Projared. Alright, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. She needs to incorporate him into the Flying Monkeys before she finds out that he may have been telling the truth here, and then she needs to go back on that.
Yeah.
Was there anybody else who was saying Projared didn't do nothing?
His friends.
Huh.
Bros
I don't
before
know.
hoes.
You just wanted to say that.
I did.
Well,
Really? Alex out here giving gangster advice? Is that the thing?
Goddamn right.
fucking ultimate gangster.
Ultimate gangster.
Ultimate gangster.
God damn it.
My
Projared's
chain
friends.
reaches the floor.
Sisu says Projared's friends shut the fuck up once their metrics suffered. Oh yeah, there what? That's true. There was that one
Yeah.
guy who said something. Yeah, it was in response to. It was one of the Game Grumps guys, and it was in response to Heidi's tweet, and he said something to the effect of, "This ain't it." It was probably
That
not
ain't
the
it,
best.
Chief.
Yeah, that ain't. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. And it was yeah, probably not the best optics.
So Game Grumps got on Projared's case?
A lot of people did.
No,
That-
they were defending him.
Yeah.
Oh, were they? Okay.
Yeah, at least one of them. I can't remember the fucking names of these guys, but one
Some
of them
video
says-
game guy.
Mhm.
Did he take it down once he caught shit?
He might have. Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember. Caesar
Says
says
Worski stood.
did him.
I don't think he did. He stood up for that fucking the makeup community thing.
James Charles.
James
yeah,
Charles.
Yeah, Worski was trying to break into the makeup community.
Well, it was more of his area of expertise as opposed to the fight community.
Yeah, no. Even then. Because some of those accusations against James Charles still actually held water.
Ooh, since we have the actual Truck Nuts voice here, can you get that Truck Nuts comment?
Did Red Letter Media have a take on Projared, Alex?
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched him in a bit.
I call you a filthy fucking liar.
We try this again.
John, what
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Apathy,
Yes.
what's up?
Cool. Yeah, I've been following the Projared thing since it came out.
Oh, yeah?
And it always seemed fishy. It always seemed very
Which portion?
weird how. Well, since since he
bullshit.
released the statement on Twitter, which actually wasn't the beginning of it in terms of the timeline. Like I know this shit enough to know the timeline. Heidi first posted something on Facebook where all of Projared's friends and family and coworkers were all added, accusing him of being mentally manipulative, of spousal abuse, not physical, but emotional and mental abuse, saying that he cheated on her, that he was soliciting nudes from fans, all this other crazy shit. He then
Weren't they in an open relationship?
well,
They
that's the thing.
broke up!
Well, the blog was actually they were because there's this whole fucking thing to it. The blog was in operation for several years. Heidi knew about it. Heidi talked about it on her own blog. Heidi talked about it publicly, saying that she's fine with him getting nudes. And one of the main accusations was that he was like soliciting people for nudes, but as no one's shown proof of him actually going to anyone and asking for nudes. People would go to his blog, submit an ask or question saying, "Hey, can I send you something?" And he would go, "If you're over 18 and you consent, sure." And he showed some of those responses in that video of him responding to people's questions, saying that if you're over 18 and you're a consenting adult and you're fine with it, sure. Which was a big thing of that shut it out. Then there was the cheating accusation, where, according to the timeline, Heidi actually pushed Projared to have a sexual relationship with Holly, because Heidi had had a boyfriend for almost a year to that point. And Jared was fine with it, but she felt bad. She felt guilty and pushed Jared to do something similar.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
When Jared decided to leave Heidi for Holly, or basically decided he didn't want to be married to Heidi anymore because the few receipts he posted basically proved she was a psychotic controlling bitch.
See, he can't post those anymore, and I think he had to remove those from his timeline due to pending litigation.
He's been, I saw when he announced it a couple months ago, actually, and he was like going to be talking to a bunch of lawyers and shit, as did Heidi. My first thought immediately was that a lot of the nudes of Projared that were floating around were disseminated by Heidi to give to random people to make the accusations. Because Heidi admitted that she got Holly's nudes from Jared's phone and had shown them to people, which is a crime in California or in whatever state they live in.
It's a crime in a lot of in a lot of states. It's considered revenge porn, which does actually have laws against it now.
Yeah,
but you're wildly speculating, right?
Well, no, these are based off her statement. She stated that she had seen Holly's nudes. The only way she could see them is if she got into Projared's accounts. Now, there's a whole question, since they're married, does she have access to them? That's still kind of a gray area legally. But if he had a completely private account or private access, or like even like a lock on his phone, and she knew the combination and got into it, that's still, he didn't give her consent to look at those pictures. Therefore, in the spirit of the law, if not the letter, she's in violation of it.
Was she in space?
No.
I do not know. Probably not. She's just a cosplayer.
Well, hang it to the wall.
Yeah. Then there's
if she went through his phone, found some pictures, and confronted him on it, going, "Hey, what the fuck is this?" You know, it all happened behind closed doors. Probably a big argument, whatever. it happens to couples. It's
Yeah,
just a thing that happens. But for her to like take the photographs that she found, and instead of doing the confrontational "what the fuck is this," she does
you
the
post somebody else's nudes.
yeah, you
No,
post
she
them,
didn't post them. She
or you
showed them to
show them,
other people.
or if you're going around showing them to people that weren't meant to see them. Yeah, that's
Now,
kind of revenge porn.
now I will say, I will clarify. It seemed she alluded to that part, but she did specifically say she saw Holly's nudes and then proceeded to body shame the fuck out of her, which is hypocritical on Heidi's part
Well,
because
yeah.
she's full left wing, hardcore feminist type shit where body shaming's wrong. You shouldn't body shame women. But she was more
I
than
wouldn't
willing to
say
like
that
body
that's a
shame Holly.
leftist feminist ideal. That's just like a positivity type. Like body positivity is not just a feminist thing.
Oh god, it's
Oh no,
wildly
I fully
uninteresting.
agree on that. But she Heidi herself took that angle. Like that was the angle she took.
Yeah, if she's all like, love
Yeah.
yourself, no matter what you look like, you're beautiful, and then just going, this girl's a troll.
Like I think it was your nudes seem really sad and I hope you get professional help. Like some really low blow shit.
Yeah, she was
Wow.
cruel.
And then comes to find out, like I know Heidi has been pretty, as far as I know, I haven't like, especially since I don't have social media anymore. I haven't really looked to see what people are saying, but Heidi really fucking went silent on it after the news that she had a boyfriend for about a year before Heidi and Holly or Holly and Jared ever talked in any sort of way, even hinting at them hooking up. Really just shot half of her fucking claims into the fucking dirt.
I wonder why. You know, when it comes out.
It's
Um,
hard to claim fucking victim when you're the one doing the shit, and that's kind of what I don't know. It just seemed like fuckery right from the jump.
You know what the
Vamp.
biggest fuckery of this whole thing is? Like, excuse me, I'll let you finish your point. But
No,
the biggest
go ahead.
fuckery from my standpoint is that Jared's name isn't Harold. Because Heidi, Holly, and Harold would have been so much better than
Heidi, Holly, and Jared.
Holly, and Jared.
But
But
Pro
that's just
Harold?
that's just the alliteration part of me. Anyway, go on. Maybe you were going to make a cogent point.
No, I'm sure that would have.
We don't do that here.
Vamp, did you go over like how he debunked the two accusations that he solicited minors, or did you just state that
Yes.
he debunked them?
I
Okay, I
went through it. The one that had
I
the
was watching the
traumatic
actual
brain.
video.
Okay, yeah. So was I. The one minor, or at the time a minor, has a severe brain injury. Jared has no memory of ever talking to this person, and the time frame that they stated was a time that he was dealing with his Tumblr possibly being hacked, and they're like, well, we talked during this time. He's like, I don't fucking remember you. By the way, here's my personal blog where I'm talking about my head injury and how I have severe short-term, long-term memory loss as well as psychosis.
Not a big deal.
Super credible. The other one lied about their age.
And not only that, that person specifically, the screenshot they sent the Game Grumps, which Jared was associated with, which was the first people they went to. They didn't go to the fucking cops. They didn't go to law enforcement or a lawyer. They went to Game Grumps, and then they went to Normal Boots with the screenshot that he showed, basically showing Jared talking sexually with this person and implying that Jared should have known he was underage, or implying that Jared never asked for his age. In that same the entire conversation thread,
Well,
which
Wait,
Jared was
his?
able to show. Jared specifically asked if the kid was 18 plus, and the kid said no, or the kid said yes, that they were 18 plus, and
Huh?
that he was glad that the guy
basically,
that
So
their story
Jared was
went
getting
from...
male nudes?
Who gives a shit? Does it
I
matter?
do.
Why?
Me and Davis give a shit.
Why?
Because
It's
It's
interesting.
20...
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was like a
2019.
gay
are we not
angle.
allowed to care about that?
Why would you care about that?
I was just asking. This is the
The
first time I've heard about it.
The person's name is Charlie. I don't know if they are male or female.
Okay.
I know
Fine.
Lady Charlie's.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
there's
do
Lady
I.
Charlie's. Charlize's and
I've known
whatnot.
a few women that identify as guys. So they
So
will
do we know
use
that
the
this is
he
a
him.
dude or?
No idea.
Okay,
No
fuck.
definitive clue. Their name is Charlie.
Judging
Wasn't
judging
trying to
by
wasn't trying to throw the poor lad
She
off a
big man.
fucking building or anything.
Yeah, we
well,
just wanted
it's
to know whether he was getting nudes from a dude.
I can't say for
as-
certain. I haven't seen them, nor do I want to, because apparently they were underage. But their story went from Jared never asked my age to he was predatory to, well, I mean, he did ask my age, but he should have asked for my ID too.
Oh.
Jared addressed this in his video because there were a lot of people like, well, why didn't he ID these people? He's like, because
Oh my god!
some people. He's like, now bear with me here. I'm gonna paraphrase this, but the standpoint was, bear with me, but asking somebody for their ID, which is one hard to prove it's their ID, because if you're willing to lie about your age, you could probably Photoshop that in a few seconds. Just saying. So you're probably gonna
Yep.
falsify that. There's no way to
Yeah.
prove that it's actually them if they just send a picture of the ID. And they're like, at that point, it's like, okay, well, I asked for their ID. Well, their ID was fake. How am I supposed to know that? So
You're
he
really
just
gonna
asks.
have to card people now before you get nudes from them?
So he just
Well,
asked,
That's
"Are you
the thing.
18
This is
plus?"
only in his case because the same people in circles burying him would be the same people in circles talking about how unfair Me Too is
Yeah.
and how fucked up it is. It's the same circles going at him on this shit.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That's the thing that can blow you away about this is because it's the same people that are spouting off about how unfair the Me Too shit is. Those are the people going at Projared about this shit. That's who
well,
it is.
it's the YouTube version of what happened to Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp has legitimate proof that his ex-wife was trying to fucking kill him on several fucking occasions.
Oh, but
But
she
because
she went
yeah.
to the media and everything saying that he abused her, and he's just like, yeah, I got police reports and hospital records that state the exact opposite, that she was beating the shit out of me.
he had
So-
video proof of her
He must have
attacking
deserved it.
for no
right?
reason, like legit video proof of it happening.
You don't need proof. It's Amber Heard, right?
Yeah.
That was a girl. You know that she's a fucking crazy woman. You just know.
Crazy
you
like a fox.
Yeah, but you gotta risk it.
It's like, is she crazy? Let's test this.
But is she hot? Yeah, she's.
Well, usually the hot and craziness scale kind of go together from what I've
Yep.
from my own anecdotal evidence.
Yeah.
I've seen the scientific math behind the hot crazy scale. It's very accurate.
Yeah,
It's very stabby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, seeing as how some of the hottest
She did
chicks I've ever dated I met in psych wards, yeah, I would say the hot and crazy
Can
scale
you
goes
not
right
pick
hand in
up the
fucking hand.
psych ward chicks?
Was he picking up?
They
the
were
second?
hot, okay?
I don't
I
care
was
if
young.
they're hot. They're psych ward chicks.
I
Look,
was
I'm
like
sorry.
16 at the time,
You
okay?
pick up your girl in the
All I
psych
cared
ward
about was
and
the
you
body.
get stabbed. It is your fault.
Oh no, she tried to stab me, but that's a whole nother
She did
story.
it again.
No shit. No shit. Crazy bitch tried to stab you.
yeah, because I didn't say thank you.
At least Akagen
Yeah.
has the excuse of, I didn't know she was this crazy, because, he ain't trolling the psych ward.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm crazy too, so I can't throw stones in that regard. But goddamn, I don't try to stab people.
It's weird.
I need to grab a drink. I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know this whole thing with the what happened to Projared and the fact that he did have proof and he posted proof and everyone shit on him for posting the proof that he was in the right. Just goes to show that the entire mentality behind the Me Too movement, and that's just the current form of it. It is about emotions over logic. It's about emotions over facts. It's about
It's a rebranding of the old trend of character assassination. That's all
Yep.
it is.
Are people shitting on him for posting proof that?
yeah. When he posted proof that Heidi had legitimately denied his request for a divorce back before him and Holly ever like seriously talked about anything. They had like one talk, and they both kind of admitted they really, really liked each other, and Jared had shown proof that him and Heidi's marriage had been very rough for at least a year before that period. The fact that he did that he showed that proof, he was manipulating. He's trying to poison the well. He's trying to turn people against Heidi because she's a victim. He's trying to silence his victim. Like that was the legitimate shit I saw on Facebook and Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people all over, not just on Twitter. Everyone kind of points to Twitter for it, but it happens a lot more on Facebook in my experience of once an accusation gets made, the accusation's there. But then on top of that, if an accusation is proven false, even if it's just one of them, people will discount all the accusations because one or two of them are false. Because as sick as it is, when something like this happens, there will be people like Charlie and Chai, the two minors, who will jump on to try to get clout, to try to get money, saying, "Oh yeah, he victimized me too. Pay me."
Yeah.
Like right after they started getting a bunch of clout and a bunch of followers for claiming to be victims of Projared, they immediately linked their commission, like a thing to commission artwork from them, and their PayPal to like their top of their Twitter accounts. One of them still has it pinged to the top of their account.
Wow.
That's what Vamp meant about professional e-baggers. They will do this shit to get as much attention as possible, and while the iron's still hot, they'll be like, "Hey, I'm really sad and I'm upset. I could use a vacation," like Liz Reptile, but because their audience is so much bigger because they're playing the victim in a victim heavy narrative at the moment, or a victim favorable narrative at the moment, or narrative environment, they cash in. I think there was something. This is one of those. There's some MRA video, so I'm going to take it with a huge fucking mountain of salt. But there was some girl who was actively saying that a bunch of guys were like predatory and sending her dick pics. It turned out that she had a side business on some like fucking defunct porn site where if dudes sent her dick pics, she would rate them and charge them. Like you send her $5, you could send her a dick picture, and she would rate it for you. And then she was turning around and using those dick pictures, saying they were being sent to her unsolicited and begging for money.
See, this is why women were a mistake.
Women were a mistake, you say?
See, I won't go that far. I'm not going to go full MGTOW with the shit because they're just radical feminists, but Jesus.
I was kidding.
Fucking Akajan. He can't make a point. He has to fuck it up.
Upon word that the operator of Kuji Coin said women were a mistake, Kuji Coin prices have plummeted. You can now spend 30,000 of them to buy a single slice of pizza.
Wow,
What?
No,
that's fucked up.
He just ripped on your fucking Kuji Coin, dude.
This is slander, which I will sue over.
By the way, Ranters, Bail Bonds, and Prophylactics does not accept Kuji Coin. We only accept legal valuable tender.
Oh, wow.
And
he shit on your value. Lino, yeah, does Lino make the cut?
I use a ratio of 5,000 Lino to 1 Kuji Coin.
Oh.
Wow. Why you motherfuckers gonna do me dirty like that?
Because fuck trains.
This fucking guy.
You know?
Fire.
Fuck you guys.
Alright, here's a question.
Kuji Coin's gonna be big, and you're gonna be like missing out. Wait and see. We're making moves, we're doing things, talking to people.
You were talking about it earlier, I think, when you first came in. Or maybe it was even in the chat before you got here. Is he going to sue this bitch?
Judging by the fact that in the video he shows like blurred out text messages, which he states are proof that he had tried to end the marriage, that Heidi was literally threatening his career if he left her. That was one of the screenshots that he had posted on Twitter previously, then had to take down, because I do believe there are criminal charges that are going, or at least civil charges that are going to be levied against Heidi. Yes.
Civil action.
So
Wouldn't
yeah,
you?
civil action. But at this point, it could actually be considered criminal charges because she would be guilty for both libel and slander because she did interviews, which are then in print, which then can be sued for libel, as well as the publisher of the interview, and her own discourse on social media, which can be considered slander. So yeah, he does have both civil and criminal actions he can take against her.
So how bad is she fucked up?
If any of Projared's proof is legit, and considering he spent like 5-6 minutes in the beginning talking about how he spent months talking to legal experts and lawyers and all this other shit about what he was about to say, I think she's well and truly fucked. Because if he vetted everything that he released in that video through a legal expert, she's fucked.
You think he did that? I think he's
I
lying.
absolutely do. Like, that's the thing. It's whoever goes to like the legal side of things first, I tend to believe them. So it's like if an accusation of someone being a pedophile comes up, and the first place they go is a YouTube live stream or anything like that, or social media, whatever the court of public opinion. Just from my personal experience with these things, I automatically am like, I can't honestly believe you. Because if you had this hardcore proof that this person was a pedophile, that this person solicited minors or abused you, and you
Then
have
why are you
proof,
fucking around on Twitter with it?
yeah, you go to the
Exactly.
cops, and the first thing the cops would tell you is don't post anything publicly about it because it could jeopardize the fucking case.
Yeah, well, that does lend a lot of credibility to certain things, I think. I mean, when somebody runs straight away to Twitter, like this is the way I'm going to get justice. Well, that shows me that either you're full of shit or you don't have enough evidence to make a criminal case, so you're being what is it? Vindictive.
Well, see, that's the thing. If you don't have enough evidence to prove a criminal case, then the person is innocent. In the eyes of the law, in the eyes of everything that our society, our culture stands on, the person is innocent. Unless you can prove they are guilty in a court of law beyond a reasonable doubt, and he used that phrase in several times in that video, you cannot say someone's a pedophile unless you have fucking proof. You cannot say that someone solicited minors unless you have fucking proof. And be it the drama cycle or the fact that like how everyone all like I could probably say, oh, Tonka da 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 da, and I could get on several fucking streams right now to make up a completely bullshit story with no proof. I would never be asked for proof, but because I said something bad about Tonka, people will let me on. If I said something bad about a Kujin, people will let me on. Something bad about Davis. I'm sure if I made up some crazy story about Davis, Doc Griffin would be fucking begging me to come on his fucking stream,
Do it.
regardless if I had proof.
What's some weird stuff?
It's that's the mentality people have anymore because they realize it's far easier to destroy someone's reputation than it is to prosecute them. You can make up 1,000 fucking lies, and because of how weak, is the one thing I actually agree with Trump on 100%. Our libel and slander laws are incredibly weak because even if you can prove that they knowingly published false information, that they knew the accusations against the person that they are publishing are false, you cannot actually do anything unless you can prove that they had intent to harm, that they did it with malicious intent. Where Heidi fucked up was she specifically said she was going to destroy his career, which is malicious, which is provable malicious intent,
That's some
which is
intent
going to
there.
fuck her.
Hey, Davis,
Yeah.
I was looking at that thing that you just posted, and you know what's really weird?
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty odd,
Yeah,
isn't it?
basically, okay, he's talking about the tweet that I made. It was in response to a Kujin, and my thing was posting Heidi O'Farrell's ass. If you wanted to check that ass out, Alex, there it is in the please use me in Discord. But I
Because I
says I
remember liking it and
yeah,
retweeting
Oh,
it.
nice.
I says I will only add that the Night Beast stream is pro Heidi O'Farrell. We are behind her 100%. Obviously a joke, but that was in response to a Kujin. But yours was in response to who? Because that
I was
tweet is
quote
gone.
tweeting Nicholas Diorio, and this tweet is now unavailable.
Ah, well, all right. There you go.
Yeah, I've
So-
I would
Doing a little spring cleaning on
Everybody's just
Doria's
gonna
part.
wipe what they said about the fucking guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like they are now afraid of getting caught in a class action lawsuit, which technically both Holly and Jared have full right to carry out on a lot of fucking people right now.
Dude,
I can't remember exactly what Nick said that I was I'd quote tweeted him on and was responding to,
Yeah,
but
me
I'm
either.
pretty sure that if it was Projared did nothing, the tweet would still be there.
Yep.
Don't you
Oh,
think?
that's the thing, though. No, that's the thing. A few weeks after this all came out, and after Jared released the proof that Heidi was threatening his career, had denied his request for a fucking divorce and all that shit, I voiced my opinion saying, something doesn't add up here. Jared has proof, Heidi has none. I'd like to see the full conversation logged, which obviously isn't going to happen if there's legal litigation going on. But I would like to see it all so I could get the full context. But right now, just based on the fact that Jared has proof and she has none, I side with Projared, at least, tepidly. Like, I'm leaning towards him. Like, I wasn't even like, oh, full yeah, Heidi's right. It was just like, well, that's fucked up. Let's see what happens type of shit. I got fucking crucified. I got fucking spammed, reported on Facebook. I had people in my inbox screaming at me. I had people saying that I was pro rape and pro like spousal abuse and all this shit because I said, one side has proof, the other doesn't. I'm gonna side with the proof. And I've
See,
always been that way. I've always been that way. I
a great
side with the
example
proof.
of a channel that ran with this dumb fucking story is that fucking Augie kid. That fucking Augie, he was all over this shit. Here's what's even funnier about that fucking Augie kid. That Augie kid made a tweet that has apparently disappeared, where he got up there and he posts up there that I'm a piece of shit for saying that he would platform a pedophile when he did no such thing. Do you know what's funny about that? Both his co-host and himself have made videos in the title talking about how Keemstar used a pedophile to help dox somebody. They've called the guy a pedophile themselves. They've called Zoom a pedophile whenever it was good on them to slander Keemstar and maybe get some views out of it. Whenever it was on them and the fact that they were platforming a pedophile to get some views, all of a sudden, I can't believe you'd accused anybody of that. That's so fucked up. These are the same people who went at Projared. The same people who are going to jump onto, Me Too's fucked up in Hollywood. It's fucking Killstream Jr. out here. And Killstream jumped on it too, but Killstream Jr. was, I remember like seeing some of the tweets there, maybe just be like, what a bunch of fucking marks. Just fucking idiots. And that's the problem with the horde. Like, that Augie kid is young. So, like, the whores are showing up young these days. You want to talk about underage whores out here? Augie RFC. There's your number one underage whore out here.
Well, that's why I was willing to try and give him a bit of benefit of the doubt the last time he was on. But then when he had to be forced to admit that he was wrong,
Augie admitted he was wrong and then still said that he was going to double down on it.
I know. That's like when I'm like, okay, dude, you fuck you.
It was amazing to listen to how stupid that kid was and how willing to be a just disingenuous whore he was. That's a bad sign for the youth. But I don't know. I don't want to make him the example of the youth.
Well, to be honest, that's a visible trend you see in anything anymore, especially the more integrated social media becomes to society, and it's very, very integrated at this point. The fact that people will flip-flop based solely, it's like they're almost like Hillary Clinton in a way. Like Hillary Clinton was against gay marriage until 51% of Americans approved it, and then suddenly she was for it.
Yeah.
They will side with whatever the majority says because they're afraid of being outcast. They're afraid of losing, the connections they made by disagreeing with the mob.
Yeah.
That is a verifiable, that is a proven behavior cycle that you can witness even anecdotally on anything. And we all kind of do in a way. Like a couple what was it, last week? Fucking Jacob mentioned something about how he liked Anthem. I was like, wait, people like Anthem? Because I've never seen anyone say they liked playing Anthem ever. Like I've never seen anyone say that. So it was very odd to me, and it was weird seeing someone kind of go against the grain.
Someone likes Anthem?
Yeah. And more power too. If you like that fucking game, go right ahead. You know, that's your personal opinion, it's your personal preference. But goddamn, like I had to like stop myself, be like, wait a minute. Yeah, it's possible someone could like the fucking game. They have their own preferences. They have their own point of view. They can more than like it. But it's that mentality that we have when we see a bunch of people saying, you know, we're against this, and you kind of project it onto everybody. You think that's the general consensus, even if like the few talking heads on Twitter, that's only really a few thousand people, but everyone sees a bunch of like 1,000 tweets about a certain subject and they think everyone's now in favor of that. It's fucked.
Something.
I explains
just-
that. Nick said that he wipes his tweets after the end of the month, so people won't flag them or.
Sure.
Convenient.
Oh, that's probably a smart thing to do, I guess. If
Yeah. If you give a fuck about Twitter, you should probably do that.
Honestly, like I've never been happier since I got rid of all my social media. The most I have is Discord to keep a hold of a few friends and Snapchat to keep a hold of a few family members. Like that's it. That's all I have, and that's all I'm ever going to have ever again, because the mentality and the culture, the environment of social media just brings out the worst in every single human being that uses it. Like I've never seen anyone positively change because of social media, ever. And that's anecdotal, sure, but it's not good for our psyche. It's not good for our stability. It's not good for our perception of reality to go off of what these random fucking people who are just saying what they think everyone else is saying and everyone else will agree with. It
Well,
creates
hold on.
a hegemony.
What about Maud McCarthy? She's
Who?
she tweets out her pie recipes like weekly, from what I remember, and people love her pie recipes, and
But see,
she's
this
getting
is how
a lot
fickle
out
it
of
is.
it.
I'd mentioned it
Maud
something the
Maud
behavior
McCarthy.
patterns. Well, no, about the behavior patterns of people online. Once you create like a niche audience, once you get an audience, you're going to do whatever you can to pander to that audience. The problem is by doing that, you're going to look at your most fervent supporters, who, in just not using this term to escalate, but just they are your extremist fans. They are your hardcore fans. But the thing is, what those hardcore fans want from you may not be what would pander to a general audience. So you only listen to your hardcore fans.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry. I got an update from Maud McCarthy. She says she's leaving Twitter. She's got too many dick pics sent to her. So, sorry,
but
that was not a
in
good
terms of
example.
Mom McAfee, what happens if one day she posts a recipe of a cake and people turn on her like, "We're not here for cake. We want pie. How dare you post something we don't like?"
That is
Fuck
how
you.
dumb people can be.
I did say that to her.
That is social media. Like Tonka, you went through that when you started saying shit that people didn't agree with. They turned on you. Like I really like that guy till he said one thing I disagree with. Now he's a piece of shit. That's social media in a nutshell.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Social media is no good. We need to get off of it, guys. See you
I
later.
mean, honestly,
Bye.
I know how like extremist that sounds. How not extremist, but extreme that sounds. But yeah, I see no positive aspect to social media at all.
Uh-huh.
Unless you do
What
it in
about
a fully anonymous way. If there are no names, if there are no followings, if there is nothing, then sure, maybe. For all the people, all the shit people give boards like 4chan, 4chan's essentially fucking harmless. There's a lot of stupid shit, but there's a lot of stupid shit of every fucking caliber. And it all kind of blends together into a cesspool of shit. But there's no one form of shit rises to the top. I've never seen that happen.
The Killing Joke says something in chat. You use it as a tool you tools. And I can kind of understand where he's coming from. I mean, guns themselves are not inherently bad. It depends on how you use them. And you could make the same claim of social media. I think
But
that
I go with, all right. I
maybe the
go with
fact
that in some ways.
Yep.
the problem of social media, the problems that you're talking about now, I think that's more of a social commentary on where we're at as a society or a culture, as
I
opposed
think
to
it's a I
social
think it's a
media being the problem.
defect. I think it's a defect in the designing of these sites. The fact that there's an algorithm at all that will promote whatever's trending, therefore whatever the most people agree with, and show you a bunch of that, that's wrong. The fact that Facebook openly stated they'll show you shit that pisses you off because that keeps you on the site for longer. They admitted this shit back in 2015. They will purposely show you shit that pisses you off because then you'll comment, then you'll like, then you'll share, then you'll argue, and you'll see more ads and they'll make more money. Now, social media absolutely is a tool like a gun, but if a gun is built faulty and it hurts you when you use it, even if you use it in the proper way, the fault is with the gun in that point, only if it's made in a faulty way, in a way that could hurt you if you use it. Even if you
Okay.
use it safely, even
Here's
if
the
you use it by all
difference.
regulations.
Here's the difference. Schools aren't telling children that we have to have access to your gun account. It's fucking schools want your fucking account. Your job, your employers want to see your fucking social media accounts. You have family members that will flip out and stop talking to you if you don't like their shit on their social media account.
Yeah, that's
That's
fucked
the
up.
thing that always gets me about social media.
But that to me seems another problem. That seems to be more of a social commentary than a problem with the social media itself.
Well, no, I
Well,
think that it has a lot to do with just getting people integrated into the societal machine, getting everybody into the groove of going along with the rest of the class. Here's the problem: there are a few classes. All right, so you have a bunch of people going along with the rest of the class, but it's different fucking deals, and
You mean
everybody
like
finds
in
the group that
China,
agrees with them.
you mean like how in China, how everyone has a social score, and if you say anything that deviates
No,
from the norm, you get penalized.
no. What ends up happening on social media is you find whoever agrees with you, and you just sit there and you nest with that,
You mean like
and
a hug
everybody
box?
sits there and essentially. Yeah, and everybody sits there and agrees with each other and talks about how right everybody is and how fucked up whoever it is that they're going in on is at the time. All that shit. Same shit. Stupid.
but then on top of that, to extrapolate to the point I did, Tom, because that's the start of it. But once that echo chamber forms, once that hug box forms, anyone who deviates from it will get ejected. So even if they do believe, let's say there were a lot of people who thought that Heidi was full of shit. A lot of people stayed silent out of fear of being ejected from their little communities, their little hug boxes,
Yeah.
their little echo chambers. So by silence, they are enforcing the echo chamber out of fear of being ejected. And it's why I'm a free speech absolutist, except for direct threats of violence or shit like posting someone's information with the intent to harm or harass, shit like that. I don't think like terms of service shouldn't be a fucking thing. There should be nothing restricting the speech on any platform online. If a certain country has an issue with what someone says, the country can do something if that person is a citizen of that country. The laws of the EU shouldn't affect what I say or post as a U.S. citizen. The laws of China shouldn't impact what I say or do as a U.S. citizen. But because social media companies cater to the more extreme censorship of a lot of these more hardline countries, like the EU, EU's that's an exaggeration, but like China, they'll side with China and use their censorship rules because they want the Chinese money. China's having them enforce their laws onto citizens of countries that are not Chinese, that are not under the jurisdiction of Chinese law.
See, I kind of will disagree with you there because as an Australian citizen, I like my American free speech.
Yeah,
Very
Australia's
American.
going down that path too, isn't it?
Which one?
The censoring dangerous opinions for the sake of, we have to ensure social stability by making sure people say things we don't like. The problem with those laws is you write those laws, and then because governments always swing back and forth, you're going to get you're eventually going to get a government on the other side that all of a sudden the free speech that you cherish, that you want to protect, the type of speech that you want to protect is now outlawed, is now banned, is now against the social norm determined by the government that controls the laws and how they're enforced.
We're having big problems over here with free speech.
You don't
Mainly
have
it's-
it. That's not a
we
problem.
don't have it.
Yeah.
You know, and we're having to come to that realization.
You don't have to come to that
Yeah.
realization. The only reason you think that is because you've been on the internet too fucking long. You never had free speech there. It's fucking Australia. You know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, we as a country, you know, people think that they have it. I mean, I
For
thought
why?
what do you mean for why?
I can
Why?
explain that, Tonka. It's the fact
I
that
mean-
most people before social media the government never had the ability to police people's language before the internet.
It's not
Since the
even
internet
that.
is so ingrained in our culture and our society and how we communicate even on a basic level, because of that, now they can enforce their laws through social media, which now affects people who would have never
Maybe
affected
that's-
50 years ago.
Maybe that's the case in the States, but Australia has never had a gimmick of being free speech. That's never
I'm
been the
pretty
case.
sure we've had something in our constitution that talks about the freedom of speech, but I don't think it was like
That you have it.
like enshrined the way that the amendments are enshrined.
I don't know, man.
Well,
Yeah.
I know I
You
don't
go to
have anything
jail
to
in
back me
Australia
up,
for
so I'm gonna
something.
Google it. But yeah, I know guys have gone to jail over shit that they've said,
Yeah.
and this shit does not go into the realms of threats, calls to violence. These are opinions.
Fuck that. I'm gonna go back to something I find interesting. Has anyone tweeted out an apology to Projared yet?
I would, but I don't have a Twitter.
Fuck it. I'm talking mainly about the people who tried to make bones off of lying about it.
I think you're going to see a big disinformation campaign first, if they even attempt it, because he showed receipts for everything, and then he linked. I didn't look at the link myself yet, because I was waiting here, and I only really have one device, which is my phone, and it's hard to fucking navigate multiple fucking windows on the phone. But apparently he has like all the fucking receipts backing up everything he stated. So I think it'll be a very slow build, if any. But a lot of people are just not going to talk about it or will refuse to talk about it because then people are going to point out, well, hey, didn't you say this, this, and this? Didn't you say this, this, and this? And people are going to shut the fuck up because they're more afraid of being proven wrong than admitting they were wrong. It's like we're so afraid to admit that we fucked up in the past or that we made a mistake or that we were wrong about something that no one wants to fucking do it in general. I'm generalizing. It's rare anymore, especially on social media, for people to admit they fucked up. And it's almost like when you admit you fucked up, you get buried on even more. It's a culture that forces everyone to be perfect, but the definition of perfect changes depending on what the air quotes most people agree with.
I say it doesn't demand you be perfect. See, because you have people like fucking Morsi, it just demands you be okay with the right people. You be in the right circle. You be, seen in good graces. Even when Andy was fucking in favor, he was far from perfect. He was fucking up regularly, and people would just make up reasons why it was okay. That's what I'm trying to say. It isn't that. It's about being in circles. And the thing with Projared, you have to understand, there's nothing happening for these commentary channels and these fucking quote-unquote YouTube news channels and shit. Nothing happens. That's why they had to pretend that fights had never been canceled at the beginning of the year. This is what they have to do. They have to blow things out of proportion. They have to pretend because that is the market that they have created at this point. That's why I'm waiting. Are there any of them? Tipster's fat dumbass. Any of them gonna throw out a fucking apology?
If I had to guess, I would actually say Keemstar will probably be the first one. Because
They're all waiting to see what Keemstar does.
Well, the reason I still watch Keemstar is because when he fucks up on something on a story or gets something wrong, he'll make a video and he'll admit it, or he'll make a video on Twitter and he'll admit it.
No, he
Like
doesn't. He's
very
lied about
open
me
with
plenty.
it. Yeah.
He is 100% lied about me plenty. I've heard him lie about Tommy C. I've heard him lie about plenty of people. He lies when he gets caught. He lies when it might bust into his fucking metrics. He lies when it might cost him a cent.
Well, I don't like look at his streams and stuff. I mostly look at, or when he goes on streams, I mostly look at like the videos he puts out on Drama Alert. So I don't know, like, if like based on that, when he fucks up something he puts on his channel, he'll admit it.
Okay, that dude is a bullshit artist.
Oh yeah, I mean he's a fucking drama channel. Like anyone who like subsists off of drama, you got to be a little bit full of shit because you have to hype up what you're talking about, so therefore people will watch, and therefore you make money.
No, not
It's
just
no
that.
better
He
than
will
a
go with
tabloid.
things that are just outright falsehoods, such as going with what the ex of somebody said in the case of the Daddy 05 thing, as opposed to what the court papers said, so that he could get a few more views. He's a scumbag. He's a bullshitter and a scumbag.
Keemstar,
people that the fucking court papers were wrong and that somebody's ex was right. That's fucking stupid.
Vicala just posted a screenshot in chat from 47 minutes ago from Keemstar saying Projared is innocent.
Good. Let's see if everybody follows suit. It took Keemstar 45 minutes into it. He's the first one. That's kind of cute.
Well, like when I saw the video, when I posted about it, it was only like 10 minutes old. Like it just gone live 10 minutes before I posted it. Then I watched it. Not everyone's gonna watch it right away. People are doing shit. So
do you know what's gonna work in Projared's favor? That nothing's fucking happening.
Mm-hmm.
So that will work in his favor. That nothing's happening. So these drama channels, it's got to be in their best interest to do this. Even if they've got to eat some fucking crow, it would be in your best interest. There's nothing else fucking happening. And nobody interacts with your fucking slimeball asses anymore. So it'd be in your best interest to go with that.
Honestly, I just hope he makes content because I actually like Projared's videos. Like they were dorky. He was a fucking nerd, but that's why I watched him because he was a fucking nerd, and it was enjoyable to watch. So I'm hoping he starts doing shit again.
Well, it's fun. Like his videos or don't like his videos. You don't get to call somebody a pedophile because you don't like them and you want to get some views. That's not how life works. It's how YouTube worked for a while, but it shouldn't be.
That's how all social media works. I have been the victim of it. I have been, sadly, the perpetrator of it before with what I thought was proof. Then I found out it was bullshit, and I was like, no, I'm sorry. I was fucking wrong. But that's the mentality that social media kind of infuses on it. Unless you're very self-critical and self-conscious and aware of not only your actions but the actions of others from an objective point of view, most people never even think about it. They never think twice. They just see, oh, a bunch of people are calling this dude a pedophile. He's probably a pedophile. Okay, and they never look into it more. They never ask questions. The main thing about Projared's two accusers, within like a week or 2 weeks of them making the accusations, they deleted the tweets because they were being pushed on it even a little bit to show even a little bit of proof. One of them admitted they have no proof, the one who had the brain damage, or claimed he had brain damage. Of course, he could have been lying for attention, but if he's lying about that, how can we believe him about the Projared shit, especially if he has no proof? And the second guy basically admitted that Projared should have ID'd me. Well, okay, let's see how many people fucking will dox themselves just so they can send you a picture of their genitals. See how far that gets you, buddy.
Somebody will do it. You know somebody will do it. Drama channels is in a dark place. They kind of are. They're in a bad spot.
No, I mean they're going to exist the way they've always existed. One will rise to the top. Keemstar is kind of unique in the fact that he's kind of held his position at the top or near the top for as long as he has. Usually they come and go. They'll come up for a little bit and then disappear because they'll say something. They'll be proven wrong on something, and no one will trust them anymore.
Oh, here's something fun. Keemstar's already kind of going to talk some shit. He's like, no one tried to contact you. False. You had me blocked. So we went to Heidi for the... Okay. Gold.
But that's the thing, though. Keemstar's talked about how he has a team of people. He didn't have anyone reach out to Projared at all in any way. His business email, which is listed on his accounts because that's what these social media fucking people do. Didn't do anything. Just like, oh, I couldn't DM him on Twitter. I tried, and then public like that's. He's not really doing himself favors in that regard. Because a lot of people have Keemstar blocked because he's an asshole, and that's fine. People are allowed to not interact with people they don't like.
Keemstar said she had me blocked, so we tried to reach out to Holly Carter, and by the time she responded, she was unable to do an interview. But make no mistake, we were the first to realize your ex-wife was a lying whore. False, that was me. The day that shit came out, I said, nah, son. The day it came out, I said, nah, that's bullshit.
The shit that made me like truly doubt everything was the fact that she was going with the narrative that he publicized it first, and then it was proven that she publicized it on Facebook to all his friends, family, coworkers, business associates, everything, and then railed on him because he posted a very legalese, very fucking milquetoast fucking thing on his Twitter.
I'm getting divorced. Life goes on. That was the post.
Like it's all this shit's fucked. This entire mentality of this shit is fucked.
Here's the truth. There's not as much money in just being honest about it. So a lot of these motherfuckers are fine lying. That's the thing. Like again, like if I were Projared, I'm in his position, and this YouTube shit is how like my bills get paid and everything. Yeah, I'd probably be salty as fuck and end up suing motherfuckers too. Because if he's over $1 million, so apparently he's making bank from what I was hearing. Yeah.
Like even his cringy fucking like let's play videos of games that like aren't really shit. We're getting like hundreds of thousands of fucking views. The dude was making fucking bank.
Oh, someone named Ali B said, "Bro, Jared is innocent. Can y'all not?" I said the motherfucker was probably innocent forever ago. I never said he did shit wrong. I wouldn't, because I didn't buy this shit from the fucking jump. Didn't make a single fucking penny video, anything of the sort, saying anything about the dude cheat on anybody. Nah, not I. Might be the first fucking stream running today that was good. Like, yeah, dude cleared his name. Can't wait for all the apologies. And it's like half-ass apologies. Like the one from Keem where it's like, well, we tried to reach out to you, but we knew. Okay. Then why didn't you put a thing out about it? Why didn't you say something? Why didn't you do something? Because there ain't no money in that. There ain't no metrics in that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone says Jared Still Dumbass did this months after the fact. No, he went through legal channels because his fucking YouTube gimmicks how he makes his money. That's what I'm saying. Like, if this is your fucking life, treat it like it. Treat it like that. And he did.
Didn't he pretty much say that, okay, I'm not going to comment on all of this stuff because legal reasons? Like, didn't he say that from the get-go?
That's fucking bullshit.
Is that?
Oh yeah,
right?
I figured it out. It's if I type in the app, it'll kick me out of the chat for some reason.
Okay. Didn't Jared say from the get-go that he's not going to comment on the situation because he's getting legal advice?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm asking Neanderthal.
His first statement was saying, you may hear a lot of things, all that stuff. Just kind of wait through, stuff's happening behind the scenes type of thing. It's personal business, all that shit. But from what I've heard, from what I saw, there was another thing where saying it was after he posted the screenshots and take him down, saying he wasn't going to speak on them again because of ongoing legal proceedings. The stuff he did show and the stuff he censored in that video, but said he does have the receipts of it, was in direct regards to the claims Heidi was making. In direct regards to the fact that Projared had cheated on her, and from his words and from the fact I had seen the screenshots before, it was proof that she had denied his request to have a divorce before him and Holly ever really seriously talked about anything other than one conversation, which is when he went to Heidi and said, "I want a divorce," basically. I'm paraphrasing, kind of summarizing, but that's the time frame as I understand it. But yeah, This has been his first public response to anything in regards to any of the accusations in like 3 months.
Something that Jacob said, people apologize to Projared before they apologize to Tonka. I don't know if there'll be that many people apologizing to Projared. Team is because it's something to talk about. But at the same time, I'm not in the market for apologies or friend making, and this isn't how I make my fucking bones. So that's the thing. There's no money in telling the truth on it. That's the gimmick. There's no money in that. There's no money in telling the truth about any of this shit. There's money in being a sensationalist piece of buck.
Well,
There's money in doing that kind of thing.
That goes
And
into
it
why
seems like
people,
that's what was done with this Projared thing. A lot of
like,
people jumped on the fuck Projared bandwagon while he's there saying, "Look, I can't talk about this."
Zero research.
Zero research, zero proof, all accusations, hearsay.
Yeah, the same people who will jump up and down and talk to you about how Me Too is so fucked up. That's the group of people that went after him. The people that will tell you Me Too is fucked up. The kill streams. The fucking Augie's fucking goof troop of fucking Killstream Jr. fucking idiots. That's the people. The same ones who are gonna bang the drum about how fucking Me Too's fucked up. I bet you'll even find old Nick Rakita's weak ass in there. You'll see fucking Mr. Mediker was going at the Projared shit. Me Too's fucked up though, right? Me Too's fucked up except for when these fucking marks do it.
I will say that because I watched the Medical stream on Projared. He was mostly just making fun of Jared for the fact that Jared was stupid enough to fucking do this shit. That if you're have any sort of fan base, any sort of following on social media, don't post your dick. Don't send nudes to anyone. Don't fucking do this shit because it's gonna backfire on you no matter what.
You were saying earlier that could have just the bitch fucking going through his shit and posting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, again,
what?
Going in with no facts, and could have been going as somebody who, if it was a woman, we'd be talking about how they're a victim. You know, like in the case of Andy Worski's whole hacking thing when he posts Mothra Girl. This is what I'm talking about. This is all shit that's happened before, so we know what the actual response is. That's what I'm saying. We all know what the real response to this is. Versus the we want money and clicks response. There's not any money in the truth, and that's how YouTube fucked itself. It encouraged this sensationalistic dog shit.
Well,
it encouraged this fuckery. Go ahead.
It's something that Unpunished Dad mentioned in the chat just before, and he's absolutely right. This whole outrage culture. You know, finding something to be outraged about. That's what gets the clicks.
Well, that's the thing. That's because the algorithm, because people react more to shit that pisses them off, just on a basic human level. Something pisses you off, you're more likely to complain about it, to argue with people about it, which keeps you on whatever site you're on, which keeps you clicking. So the algorithm, whether these companies realized it or not, created outrage culture. Outrage culture didn't spawn from, or didn't just happen. It was directly because of the algorithm social media companies use to keep people on their sites longer and make more ad revenue. The algorithms themselves are the reason for outrage culture.
Seb McFly here talking about gangster stuff. Innocent until proven guilty. Can we all just please stand by this statement? It'd be nice. It'd be nice, but no, we gotta go at big numbers on YouTube. The guy has a big number by his name, so let's pretend that it's true so that we can make up videos about it, we can talk about it, we can bury the guys, everything. We can bury the shit out of the guy. We can act like the guy's the biggest scumbag on the planet. He's a pedophile. Throw out those accusations. Be fucked up. Oh, yeah, it didn't happen. Don't worry about it. Oh, Seb McFly said, I'm glad to hear people who agree. Sorry, I just clicked on the video. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal.
I mean, as far as like allegations of pedophilia, I've seen that done wrong and I've seen that done right. Like with the whole Andy Worski thing. Well, not Andy Worski. Who was it? Fucking those retards. Yeah, it was Worski and Ralph, and they conducted their own little witch hunt and displayed all the evidence. like that was done
Rotoro
wrong.
said, hold on. Rotoro said, wait, what side are you on? If you're talking about me, I'm on the side that he didn't do a fucking thing, just like I was months ago when this all came out. And I said it was bullshit then. I said it was bullshit then, and anybody trying to make fucking money off of this situation ought to be ashamed of themselves. I said that then. Today, with what he's rolled out on his channel, it's a nice feeling, but not for like, oh, I was right. It's nice. Not that. It's a nice feeling that somebody, they tell people to go fuck themselves on the whole deal. They don't lay down and take this goofy nonsense because most people just leave the internet. I don't get it.
Okay.
These people are scumbags.
So when I watched the end of the video, he actually said no matter what side of the argument you guys were on before I actually was able to speak my side, if you were against me, I'd forgive you.
He's even doing the forgiveness gimmick.
Yeah. He looks fucking worn out, though, and I can't blame him.
Yeah, he did look real bad.
And I had my knee-jerk reaction about the whole thing, and...
Vamp was giving him shit for a couple of days.
Can you let me finish? I was forced to eat my words. I was wrong. I'm done.
And Vamp, that makes you 90% of people, better than 90% of people I've interacted with online. The fact you're like, I fucked up. Sorry. Most people won't even do that. They'll just like, they'll like give a half-hearted apology. You're like, I ate my fucking words. Sorry. Good fucking person.
I'm also not deleting my tweets.
All right, hold on. Here's a lot. All right, a lot of thoughts coming from people in the chat. This is interesting. Apparently, there's a fuck ton of new people in the chat. We're getting a lot of different opinions from people. Jack Buchanan saying, I say those who are accusing him and who make drama videos should be charged and sued for defamation, slander, and their monetization of their videos be paid to him. It would be a nice gesture to throw the cash they made off of his name and lying about him to him, but don't expect that to happen. And honestly, he's not broke. But at the same time, I get the sentiment of what you're saying, but I don't know how enforceable it'd be. I wish there was something that could be done on it. I wish that they would all make videos. Anybody who made a video about him, it'd be nice if they would make another video saying, yeah, well, it was full of shit.
Right.
But we've kind of done that over in this neck of the woods. For those of you who don't know, I am allegedly in a wheelchair, even though I wrestle every Friday night on this channel. So,
well, we host a stream on this channel.
There are people who still run with that I'm in a wheelchair and stuff. People make shit up on the internet and they run with it until their legs fall off. Okay, so I get what he's saying. Astro Ball said, honestly, with both victims deleting the post right when questioned, it's very fishy. Well, yeah, it's fishy from the jump.
Yeah, see,
it was fishy from the jump.
I didn't find out about the pedophilia accusations or the soliciting minors accusations until well after the fact. The only thing I'd heard about was the shit between him, Heidi, and Holly. That's it. And to find out later on, that is also not the case. So, yeah. It was all bullshit.
It was all bullshit, she said.
It was all a smear campaign. I fell for it. A lot of people fell for it. I'm just willing to admit that I made a mistake.
All right, somebody go in the Discord and just read some of the comments from when this Projared thing happened. Like, just type Projared into the search and go read some of the shit that was happening.
Oh, it's not favorable.
Daniel Ebaseka says, so we can't trust anyone. No, do not trust people on the internet. This is the internet. Do not. Don't trust people on the internet.
It's not even just the internet. Like, would you trust a random stranger who came up to you and said so-and-so was a pedophile? Just out of nowhere, just walked up like, hey, this dude's a pedophile. What? Yeah, he's a pedophile.
See,
How do you know that? Because I said so. He's a pedophile.
Charles thing was happening at the same time, and I was more focused on that one, to be honest.
We've never been to this stream before. We're honest to a fault, in some degrees, and it may seem doom and gloom, but no, don't trust anybody, especially some talking face on the internet. Don't trust this stream.
Like
it's
this one.
Stream. Listen to it, have a laugh, but don't trust this shit. Go ahead.
No,
now
that's
he
what I'm
shuts
saying.
up. God
No,
damn.
I was saying
Perfect timing.
like,
Go
the
ahead.
same thing that you were saying. This guy over here, don't trust him. He's a bit shifty. He's on the internet.
Don't trust
Well, I
this
mean,
stream. Don't trust talking shit on your screen. You don't have to trust that.
you should trust proof. You should trust actual verifiable proof. And even then, you have to question it because the one pedophile claim that was made, the guy showed a carefully selected screenshot, but didn't show right when they first started talking. One of the first things Projared asked was, "Hey, are you over 18?" And the guy said yes. So the guy knowingly lied, told Projared he was over 18, and then started talking sexually. And then because the hot topic was bashing Projared, he realized he could make a quick buck, took a screenshot out of context, posted it
Hold
along with
on.
his PayPal link.
10 minutes of fame.
Hold on. There's more questions in the chat. I actually look over the chat. A bunch of new faces, which is cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I'm trying to answer what they're saying because they have a bunch of questions on the shit we're saying. Probably not a lot of other people are saying what we're saying, so I'll try to say something about it. Zach says, I feel really sorry about Projared now. I always had my doubts about the whole thing, and I feel somewhat vindicated for feeling this way, but the damage has been done. Just hope he gets back to 1 million subs. I would say the guy deserves to get back to 1 million subs. He was there before. He deserves an extra million for all the people fucking with him. All right, and on the 27th of August, he returned to where he belongs. All rise, like, subscribe to Projared. Well, yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Projared, throw him a subscribe. I think the guy has earned a subscription, if for nothing else, the shit he's put up with. Give a few videos a watch.
You know what? I've never watched one of his videos, so maybe.
Maybe you should get one a day in court, Alex.
Alex, he does Smash Brothers content.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
He does Smash. He does Final Fantasy. He does a bunch of shit. He does a bunch of shit about D&D, about Magic the Gathering. Like, he did a whole fucking stream of the PS1 game, or a whole fucking playthrough of the PS1 game of Magic the Gathering, or the first video game that came out of it. It was actually fucking enjoyable. It's like fucking 30 fucking hours or some shit, and I watched the whole fucking thing.
I remember he put over Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
1 or 2?
I think the second one.
I like the second one a lot.
Yeah, he put it over.
We played it together. It's fun.
But hey, I don't feel sorry for him. Says Buildarians. Well, that's you feel however the hell you want to feel. You're grown folk. I'm hoping and assuming because you know it's YouTube. You gotta be at least halfway grown to be here. But anyway, yeah, you don't have to feel sorry for anybody. It didn't matter of feeling sorry. The man didn't do anything. Therefore, nothing should happen to him. It's not a matter of feeling sorry or not. It's a matter of what the truth is.
I was never subscribed to him to begin with. But I think the people who took the allegations to heart unsubscribed from him before he even thought about defending himself. Because he said he was going to address it eventually in a video.
Okay, here's all right.
Waiting. They just unsubbed.
Hold on.
Him.
Hold on. Here's a big question. Here's a big question, and I'm glad this gets answered. A lot, actually. I'm glad this one ends up getting answered. Were the allegations against him cheating true? Was that even true?
No.
Was it even true that he cheated?
Well,
no. She was they were doing the open relationship thing. She had a guy. She wanted him to get a girl. He got a girl. He liked that girl better than her, and he wanted a divorce.
I don't even know if he actually got with her before he decided he'd like a divorce.
No, that I know that exact timeline. Heidi was pushing him to talk to Holly.
Did I get it right?
Okay, go ahead, Ranter.
Well, no, just because I read too much into this shit because I have no fucking life. The exact timeline was Holly and Jared both starred on Dice Camera Action, which is basically a live stream of these people playing, being pretty fun to watch. And Heidi could tell that Holly and Jared had a kind of chemistry on that show, and a lot of fans shipped their characters. Mm-hmm. Well, Heidi pushed him to try to see if anything could happen because it's she never said it, but it's kind of implied that she felt guilty that she was fucking a dude on the side for over a year.
And he's not.
Yeah, and he wasn't. And the thing was, he was fine with her having a side piece. Like, he was fine with that. Not even that, I guess you could say, wouldn't be considered cheating because it was known and it was consented.
Yeah, it's whatever. But it's fucking, she wants him to do the same. It's an open relationship, and that's what it is. It's not even cheating. We get to
Yeah,
it. There's
but,
not even cheating.
be
Hold
honest-
on. There's somebody with a real big question here,
Okay.
Okay.
and I think it's worth answering. And they say, and I quote, Viperwave, did he send nudes to children or what?
No.
Whether or not
Nope.
that's true is whether or not I support it. Good news. He didn't do it.
No, he didn't. Like, he even
Ain't
posted
do nothing.
archive, he posted all his, archive links and everything like that in a Google Doc that he posted in the link to his video. He briefly went over a lot of it, but one of them he never even talked to. And the other one he had conversations with, but they lied to him about their age.
Yeah, but the Heidi thing was, or the Holly thing was, he had a conversation with Holly. All he did was talk, and he realized he really cared about Holly. Holly really cared about him, and this is something he had talked about before he scrubbed it all under legal advice and shown proof of before he scrubbed it because of legal advice of Heidi being very manipulative and abusive and threatening his career and shit. Even before he got with Holly, or wanted to be with Holly, he realized he liked Holly more and he didn't want to be married to Heidi. So he went to Heidi, asked for a divorce. She said no, and that's when she started threatening his career, threatening Holly's career, directly stating she was going to destroy the show they were on, which she did. Her accusations did. It got Dice Camera Action canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Like she knowingly and intentionally.
All right, hold on. Who canceled that show? Could somebody start asking that? Hey, you guys thinking about bringing that show back that you canceled over this bullshit?
No, he did. At the end of the video, he's like, if you want to support me or whatever, you can follow his gameplay channel, which is Projared Plays, his regular channel, which is Projared, or on Twitch. He said he's going to be more active on Twitch, just because he used the term emotionally taxing, which some people might be like, oh, snowflake, but whatever. The dude's been through a fucking lot, and he looks rough.
I don't look at Projared and think he's a badass. I look at him and think, okay, that's probably a guy who uses that term. Okay, it's not gonna surprise me. It's fine.
He seems like a normal guy that got put through the ringer.
He did.
Yeah.
He's
Hey, he
And
seems like a
fucking
nice guy,
slammed by
probably a
everyone.
bit sensitive. It's not a big deal. Fucking those people exist.
As someone who made the switch from streaming over on YouTube to Twitch, I prefer the Twitch-based gaming community a lot better than I do YouTube's.
Like, as far as the term being emotionally taxing being used, I really don't have a problem with that, because it fucking would be. I mean, every day there for 3 months, he's not only been slandered by a lot of people and called a pedophile, he's been unable to speak about it and even clear his name because of legal reasons.
More than likely
So
litigation.
yeah, that shit will tax you.
No, he wanted to make sure you did it right. I can respect that.
And he did it right.
Like, if you click over the Google Docs thing that I post over in the general chat of the Discord, like, his receipts for these people's claims, he this is just a very well put together list with archive links or drive links.
It is interesting to hear Bev say it. She was calling Jared everything but a child of God when this came
I
out.
was so...
I'm reading the Discord from then. You were fucked up.
I was so team, whoever the fuck Heidi.
Wow. Yeah, you were burying him.
100%.
Yeah, I was not.
And then I was, I think I was actually just... It was one of the conversations that we weren't yelling about it, where you were just like, okay, just... don't comment on it anymore until he can actually put out his side. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of...
It wasn't even that. How about let's wait?
And...
Let's wait and see if there's anything to it at all.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, fine. I won't.
She told me about the pedo thing, and I was like, "Is there anything to that?" She couldn't find anything. I said, "Okay."
Yeah, I think I said.
Can we stop the car?
I think I'm like, evidently there's something going around about him allegedly being a pedo, but there's the people who made the accusations deleted the tweets, so there's nothing there. Like, I just dismissed that immediately.
This is like, you and Leaf were on this for like 2 weeks.
I was actually on. I was more Leaf.
Yeah, it was you and Leaf.
I don't even remember her being in this Discord at that time.
Yeah.
No,
It
Leaf
drove me
was hardcore
nuts.
anti-pro Jared. I remember
Yeah.
that.
You two
Ah!
fucking marks.
Dumbass.
All right, but I was actually more invested in the James Charles stuff than I was the Projared stuff, to be
I remember
100% honest. Because I enjoy
Uh,
making up community drama a lot.
Hey Vamp, could you do me a quick favor? Like, just because to give Pro Jared a bone. In the same video description of his video, he links the Change.org petition to get dice camera action back.
Okay.
Could you throw that in the chat, in the actual YouTube chat, so people can see it?
I mean, they can just you type
No, or
in
they can go
if
to
you
the
type
video,
in Projared into YouTube. The
I would say
YouTube lied
it is
to
worth
video.
watching this video.
Yeah, go to his channel, watch his video. It is worth the
Maybe we
watch.
could link it in the description.
You literally type in Projared, it's the first thing that pops up.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm looking at the chat, and again, there's more things that people are saying. I want to read them out and say some things. Let me see this. Turn-based Zenith, he says, I really want those kids that made that up to apologize, and all the YouTubers that went on the hate train to apologize. It's such bull. I hate to break it to you, but that's not going to happen, homie.
Yeah, there's
That
a lot
shit
of
is
them
not
that
going
just
down.
won't.
This shit happens all the time. That shit's not going down. That was their content that week. One thing that they might do this week is run without, oh, Pro Jared's innocent. How awful, Heidi, and da 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 da. Because that's how they make bones. That's how it works. Starting from the people
The
on
fact
Twitter
that Pro
still believe
Jared
that
is
Charlie
number one
Kirk's-
trending right now is going to ensure there's going to be a lot of videos, because all the drama channels are going to jump on the fact that it's a trending topic.
Well,
Good.
Yeah.
Good. People on Twitter still believe that Charlie person's accusations. Fuck them.
People on Twitter are fucking stupid.
That's what I got to tell you, little homie.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
I've seen that in the
Fuck
chat before. Apparently, some people are still saying that he's a fucking pedo, even though it's pretty much been demonstrably proven false.
What's
So-
fucked up is one of the things he mentioned was in the first email that the Charlie kid sent to Game Grumps, he directly states that Pro Jared should apologize to Charlie and Chai, which are the two names that he gives for the two accusers. Pro Jared did so, saying, no, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable, whatever. They then, when they sent the email to Normal Boots and to everyone else, they deleted that part of the email that they had sent to Game Grumps, and then weaponized the fact that Pro Jared issued an apology to them as proof that he was a pedophile.
You saying Game Grumps fucked up?
Well, Game Grumps been fucking a while. Fuck Aaron Hansen. What he did to JonTron was a fucking crime. JonTron is a saint. He said some dumb shit, but everyone says dumb shit. I am pro JonTron. Fuck Ego Raptor.
Fuck Ego Raptor. Goddamn right.
Fuck Ego Raptor. Danny Sexpain. That man is a god. His voice is an angel. God bless Danny Sexpain, but fuck Ego Raptor.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
He's a fucking loser. Don't worry about it.
All right,
He's
hold
made
on.
Flash cartoons.
See shit.
If you like parody songs, Tonka, you might actually like Ninja
I
Sex
hate
Bang.
parody anything. I hate parody.
His songs are funny. They're funny. I think they're funny. I'll say that.
Regin God Indra said he should press charges, though. The defamation against his character sued the fuck out of them. That could be in the
Apparently-
cards because that's some shit. So this was decided by the court. It's not happened. It's not gonna. But apparently, it's headed that way. It is
If you look-
gradually going in that direction.
If you look directly at the video, the part where he shows the receipts is blurred out of the proof that Heidi denied his request for a divorce and threatened his career because he wanted to leave her was blurred out. And there's a little addendum at the bottom saying these are being blurred because of ongoing litigation. So there's some kind of legal proceeding going on right now, or legal process going on right now. The problem with the legal process is it's a lot slower than the court of public opinion.
Court of public. One of the best phrases ever thrown out there is that a lie will get around the world 2 or 3 times before the truth can get up and get its fucking pants on, and that
Yep.
shit's true. You just saw it. What did it take? Like 2-3 months before everybody gets the story laid out to them, what was actually happening with all this bullshit. After everybody ran with this bullshit. Months.
Anyone that ran with this bullshit, I think very much has a duty to correct. And like, as human beings, it's easy to get swept up in things and make mistakes. So if you're one of the people that bought into this, maybe just remember that, you know, the next time you hear something, maybe just look for a little bit of proof first, because it may be bullshit.
Well, not even just
Don't
look for
just
proof yourself.
throw a guy under the
Demand the
bus.
people that are saying it to provide proof. Like if you hear someone saying, "Oh, so and so's a pedophile," do you have proof? No, then go fuck yourself. Like that needs to be the reaction people have when they hear these accusations. And I'm personally, and this is just my personal belief, if someone goes to social media first instead of going to the police, I'm automatically going to believe that your side is at the very least questionable. If you have rock solid
At the
proof that so and so
minimum.
is a pedophile,
At the minimal, questionable.
yeah, at the minimum. Because I can understand. Let's say they just want to say something, but they're going through litigation. The thing is, Projared was very open about the fact that he can't show everything because there's ongoing litigation. There is some shit his lawyers told him he cannot post that would exonerate him from the claims that are going on, but because it's evidence in the fucking trial, he cannot post it publicly. Like there are rules to the legal system, and that's why the false accusations get carte blanche. And I really do think false accusations of this magnitude when it comes to sexually related crimes or conduct like pedophilia, rape, sexual harassment, all that, should be punishable with the exact same penalties as the crimes they are accusing someone of. You accuse someone of rape, congratulations, you're going to prison for 10 to 15 years if it is a provable false allegation.
This is what people should get. Realistically, I have always felt that if you throw out some kind of allegation, then whatever consequence comes with it should be whatever that person was going to get.
Exactly.
And here's the thing with this being like a public opinion thing, she doesn't really have the same things he has, socially. But at the very minimum, since this, isn't, I don't think this will be going criminal. I don't know. Like, there's all kinds of shit happening here. But I think at the least, the man should be given back what he had taken from him before.
Well, that's one
At the
thing
minimum.
I could personally sue for, like lost earnings and defamation, character, shit like that. I mean, unfortunately, once you some things, once you're accused of them, it never goes away.
Mm-mm.
Even if you're proven innocent. Like this guy's been proven innocent now, and apparently there are still people on Twitter calling him a pedophile. So sometimes the accusation is enough damage.
All right, hold on. Patrick Sullivan. I don't know who that is. I'll keep posting till someone acknowledges.
Got a lot of new people.
What the fuck is he talking about? What is he going to keep posting until he knows? I don't see.
Not sure.
Okay,
I have to scroll up, I guess.
Post it again. Post it again.
Either post it again or I'll keep. Let me see here. Should have never started that stupid Tumblr account to begin with. He crossed a line and set himself up for trouble in the long run.
Hold on. Grown folk can do what grown folk want to do. If grown folk want to look at each other's genitals, that's grown folk looking at each other's genitals. I'm not policing that. I'm grown, they're grown. I don't care.
If it's all consensual,
I'm not interested in that.
If it's all consensual and they're over 18, I don't care.
Like at worst, the line here was going to be the cheating. That was going to be the tenuous line. Turns out that's not even got legs on it. This is all bullshit.
And one of the
this is just bullshit to fuck with a guy.
One of the 16-year-olds lied to him and said they were over 18. So dude was fucking lied to. The other people were lied to, and he went the route of going legal instead of jumping on Twitter. So
there's someone has pointed out in the chat there will always they always will. In my eyes, he cleared his name. People are going to hate no matter what you do. You could turn water into wine, you'd still be alive. That's right. Regin got injured. Okay, you may never see you again. So I'll tell you a quick story. Tiny story. There are people who have done that to people who you are listening to right now. So we definitely know what you're talking about. And I'm going to give you a spoiler.
Let's still continue to do it.
It's a bit of a spoiler here. People won't be correcting themselves in most cases. I would like to see. Someone said the guy had 1 million subs when all this bullshit started. Yeah.
He's got
Yeah, he has
760,000 right now.
Okay. It would be
God,
nice.
he lost a lot.
It would be nice if this guy got back to him. Well, they said he was a fucking pedophile. Like they were trying to ruin his fucking life.
This
All right,
guy
so-
lost more subs than probably a lot of the people that were, commenting on his shit, saying that, oh, he's a fucking pedo.
Yeah, it was fucking bullshit. Now, I point out all these people who will tell you, oh, the Me Too movement, it's fucked up, it's trash. That was the people who went at it. They abandoned all that shit. They abandoned that principle that they throw in the mainstream media because for some reason this fucking... I don't know what this gag with fucking dipshits do. They're YouTubers. There's no standard. There's no fucking anything on it to where anybody can tell, you're not supposed to do this. You can't lie about that. You can lie all you want on YouTube. People do it on the regular. On a regular basis, people just fucking lie on this platform. That's what they fucking do. That's how they make their bones. Go look at the Projared videos before today. Before they get yanked down by everybody who's worried about their metrics getting fucked up by having those videos up. Go look at them real quick. Go listen to how full of shit these videos are and how sure and smug these shitheads are. Go listen. Take it all in, man. Don't forget that that's how those people are. That's how the YouTube world goes round. That's how it works. And next time you hear some random bullshit about somebody, be like, maybe I should get some proof first.
Imagine that proof.
Well, the presumption of innocence was invented for a reason.
The presumption of innocence was created for a reason, you say?
Yeah, it was kind of to stop,
No, what a crazy idea. Yeah, you have to start from a place of innocence. And then prove the point toward that. If you don't do that, everybody ends up being guilty. It's easier. It's more entertaining to most people. It's everything that having to go through the work of proving a case isn't. It's everything the opposite of doing things the right way. Just start from a place of the person being guilty. Spam people's news feeds with fucking Projared being a piece of shit and him and Pet, all this other. Like, again, I stress, I was just scrolling my feed. Fucking Treesicle was talking shit about Projared. I don't need this shit in my life. But that's how the algorithm is, and that's what it rewards. That's what it rewarded. Because everybody's clicking Projared videos. Doesn't matter if they're full of shit. Doesn't matter if it was full-on bullshit. It was being rewarded. Those people were getting clicks for that. Even if they do run the apology videos, those won't get as many clicks. Because nothing gets clicks like big YouTuber is actually a piece of shit and a pedophile and he cheated on his girlfriend and all that. Yeah, it doesn't get as many clicks as that.
Well, it's not as salacious and outrageous and scandalous. Maybe that's why, you should, before you make these videos, you should get your facts in order. And if there's nothing fucking there, maybe don't say anything about it.
I'm assuming a gent named Kenway is saying even Philip DeFranco and H3H3 are full of shit. Did they tackle it for real?
Yep. Yes, they did, and they were very much
Really?
pro Heidi because.
Really?
Oh yeah. Pro Jared or Let's get right into it. That fucking cuck, that fucking piece of shit. He was all pro fucking Heidi, saying, we have to believe the accusers.
Wow.
Let's see here.
He was one of those people.
H3 Podcast, Treesicle, Bernie Text, whoever the fuck that is. Another Treesicle video. They did two, apparently.
If you type in Projared, Treesicle are the first two that come up that aren't by him.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if Philly D hadn't have spoken about this.
Review Tech USA.
That guy's an ass.
Review Tech USA buried him.
Yeah, looks like it. It says the
heard
Projared
nothing
debacle
but
is
bad things.
worse than you could imagine.
It's worse than you could have. Really?
I want to address something because this is something you mentioned. A lot of people are going to give him shit for the fact he ran a blog where he told people that, if you're consent to it, sure, you're allowed to send me nudes. Okay, well, now you're going to have to
If you
shit on
consent,
every single rock star who's ever fucked a groupie.
if you
Tom
can,
Jones is a sexual.
if
I'm
you
sorry, go
consent
ahead.
and are over 18, that was explicit. If you consent and
Yeah.
are over 18.
Dude, I don't care what the fuck grown folks do with their genitals. If everybody's fine with it, I can't care.
But the mentality of it is like if you're gonna shit on him for that, for the fact he engaged like that with his fans, then guess what? You're gonna have to fucking denounce every single musician you've ever listened to ever.
Oh, the Quartering did a video on him.
Of course he did.
The quartering buried Projared? Really?
Yeah.
Mr. Me Too is fucked up?
What?
He was one of the ones who jumped on it? For real? Oh, I'm so shocked that the quartering is a lying whore. What a shocker.
It looks like Philip
Old
DeFranco
quarterback.
covered it, but he probably covered it in his I'm not taking a hard stance way. Cat Black covered it.
Oh, no, the quartering doing it, that one's annoying because he is one of those Me Too is so fucked up, it's so fucked up. Yeah, except for when you can make a buck off of it, you fucking whore. You fucking whore.
There's so many. Like, when I look up Projared, you would think I'd get a bunch of his popular videos. No, I just get a whole bunch of videos just shitting on him.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Like, I haven't looked up anything related to Projared since it initially broke, because you convinced me to wait until there was either more stuff or a response or whatever. So I did. And apparently in the meantime, people have continued making videos about him.
It's funny as fuck. That is funny as fuck to me. The whole, like, it's pretty much the entirety of the Me Too's fucked up group. That was the group that went at him.
Yeah.
That was the group.
And I'm just...
Random video game channels, all of a sudden they became commentary channels. They need to get in their bucks. They need to get their dollars in. Oh, that's good shit.
Atheist
I'm wondering how it's gonna
asks, we White Knight and Jared? Nope, Jared didn't do anything wrong.
Don't have to white knight him.
Nope, he legitimately
They
didn't
didn't
do
do
anything
anything.
wrong.
Yeah, Keemstar has now admitted that they lied about it. Everything's bullshit that was about him. Everybody had lied about him.
Yep.
And now I'm wondering if the guy will get back what he lost. I'm curious about that.
At the very least, I wish him the best of luck in his current litigation stuff that's going on.
Is he doing litigation? I don't even know if he's doing that.
The messages between him and his ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, I don't know if they're fully divorced or not. I'm not going to speak on that. But when he did his video, he blurred out the entirety of the messages, and he's like, unfortunately, due to current litigation, I cannot show these.
You don't know, is that divorce proceedings or?
It might be divorce proceedings, but I'm wondering if he went after people for libel and slander as well. Like the people that were directly accusing him.
Well, if he can prove that she maliciously lied with the intent to destroy his career, he might be one of the few men ever to get alimony from a divorce.
He should sue these. Look, Projared sues everybody and their mother. I ain't saying shit.
No, I'm not either. By the way,
there were people trying to talk me into doing lawsuits and shit off of what they did. I don't even this isn't even how I made my living. This is how this dude made his living. She was trying to fuck with his career, trying to fuck with his money deliberately.
She was trying to.
I think he should get that back. I think the man he shouldn't take any fucking hit because of some vindictive bitch who gets pissed and some deranged fuck saying some stupid shit. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And she worked herself into this situation anyway.
Here's the thing. He has the tweets where the people made the accusations about him archived. So if he were to go after the two that basically said he was soliciting nudes from minors, because that is in fact libel and slander and defamation of character, and it's a slew of other things because they were straight up lies.
All that fun shit.
Someone said, how is it not in the same league? It's because this isn't how life goes for me, this YouTube thing. I do this on the side. Projared makes a living off of his YouTube channel, I would assume. It being over 1 million subs. That was what I assume he did for a living. If it isn't, all right, cool. I'm wrong. But I assume him at that level, that was probably how Bills got paid around and about the house. Him doing his internet personality gimmick.
Yeah, it was. I can confirm that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he did the whole going to cons, going to conventions, holding
buy it.
panels. Like this was his job.
He did.
No, but-
He did an E3 panel.
This isn't like a thing where like I'm a big Projared fan. I know a lot about Projared. I want to hang out with. I want to meet. It ain't none of that.
No.
I don't know what the fuck I would talk to Projared about. All right, I doubt he's seen the most recent boxing match, and I've not seen the most recent video game that he's going to want to talk about. I play what I like to play and do what I like to do. But
He is
what
a huge
happened to him was
Monster
fucked
Hunter fan.
up.
He is a huge Monster Hunter fan, so you got some common ground there.
But
Fair enough. But I'm just saying what happened to him was fucked up. The story spread about the man. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
This person named Ironpool said Heidi responded. Do we want to look?
I did see that, and yeah, I'd be interested in looking.
Yeah, I want to see
Where'd
this.
she respond?
I mean, she's been
She
proven now
responded
to
where?
be a fucking vindictive lying bitch.
I believe
Apparently
on
she
Twitter.
tweeted
Someone
out-
linked it in the evidence locker, I think.
Okay. Let me see here. Where? This is old.
Apparently, dude said it was 30 minutes ago.
What?
30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
she
Malice
responded
posted
30
an
minutes
evidence
ago.
locker.
Hold on.
You gotta scroll up further.
That's from May 12th. Yeah, I don't see her responding anywhere.
Well,
I do.
Mausch linked it in the evidence locker. It says, if the truth about someone's conduct can ruin their career, the problem is their conduct, not the truth.
Dude, that's from May 12th.
That's the pinned tweet. 14 minutes ago,
Well,
she
I have a
goes,
link to her Twitter. Okay, let me see here.
Alright.
Yeah, 14 minutes ago, she
Hold
goes...
on, no. We're gonna start from...
Oh, fuck.
Okay. An hour ago. When you genuinely believe you're superior to the rest of society, accountability feels like oppression.
What?
Then, also, I landed in Atlanta after traveling for 10 hours. I'm tired.
Okay.
She retweeted someone saying Projared has, which they're, you know that thing they do with Ian where they'll asterisk part of his name so that it doesn't show up in search results? They did it to Projared's name so they can say this shit. Projared has essentially just done what people who are pro at manipulating people do, and set off a fucking bomb for his ex to have to publicly navigate during Dragon Con week. If this doesn't set off red flags of what this man's character truly is like, I don't even know what to tell you.
He fucking defended himself with the truth.
With receipts. With receipts.
15 minutes ago, Heidi tweets out, Jared told me point blank, I own my infidelity. That's what it was, and there's no excuse. Now he's publicly insisting that it never happened and I'm just a liar. This is beyond dehumanizing. He cheated on me, acknowledged it, and backtracked for the public / his angry girlfriend. What about your boyfriend that you had while you were with your husband? Does that count now? Or no?
What about the proof? What about the proof that Projared posted of her? Sorry. Projared posted proof that Heidi was pushing him to fuck Holly. Was pushing him, saying, "I wish you luck. Good luck." Yeah.
Nah. Never happened. 14 minutes ago, he did suggest breaking up last October, and then it didn't happen. We had a conversation that ended with a mutual agreement to stay together. He kissed me sweetly on the way out the door to go fuck Holly at TwitchCon. I canceled my own trip to TwitchCon the week of the event because he demanded that I not go. Or that I did not go. He told me he would break up with me if I even tried to go to TwitchCon, even though I had my own room reservation and stream audience at the time. I canceled my trip to save my marriage. I had no choice. He threatened to break up with me to get some alone time with his mistress. I stayed home, paralyzed with anxiety that my marriage would end no matter how hard I tried.
I hate her!
Prove it, bitch.
I hate her!
I came home and smiled. He came home and smiled and told me everything was fine. if the truth is about someone's conduct, or yeah, that's from May 12th. So, yeah. Oh, he's
What
not.
about your
Oh,
conduct,
okay.
bitch?
Immediately, he's not just lying. He was living an entire double life. We bought new phones in December, and he gifted me with a new tablet and our data plan. We renewed our driver's licenses, home address together in January. We simply weren't breaking up. He told me consistently he was committed.
Yeah, because you threatened to destroy his career if he left you, and he has proof
Immediately.
of you giving those threats.
Oh my god,
Fuck this
immediately.
bitch.
Someone named Private Skittles 33 seconds ago. Proof?
Proof. We get some proof up in here.
What's the little Billy Senpai Gaming through 5. He says, if I had come home to that, I would sleep with Holly too. Told you! I told all of you! I told every fucking one of you back when this came out!
I believe your exact words were, look, that Heidi chick ain't bad to look at, but I bet that brunette girl does butt stuff.
I did say that. I think she does butt stuff. No, she looks like a party. Whereas that Heidi chick looks like what she sounds like. She looks like what she sounds like.
I believe
right
your explanation was like, yeah, that Holly chick, yeah, she's kind of hot, whatever, but I bet her personality doesn't match her outward appearance. Whereas this Heidi, where the Holly chick, she's kind of like a 6, maybe a 7, which means
she's a nice lady.
Which means she's probably really sweet and she does butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
God damn it.
Look, that can get you far in life.
Round.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I'm telling you.
I agree.
Alex, if you want to get farther in life, do butt stuff.
I'll get right on that.
All right.
Or maybe just don't be a vindictive fucking bitch.
Oh God.
The Twitter mod.
Okay, it's still going.
The Twitter mods are at it again. Projared, even though there's 22.8k tweets about it, is now only number 2 trending, and number 1 trending is a generic "how I got through high school" hashtag.
That's not trending for me. Trending for me is number 1 Projared. Number 2 is Robert Pattinson.
Vicala posted a screenshot of the United States trends.
Yeah. I'm just looking at let's see here. Projared's trending in U.S. Robert Pattinson's trending in U.S.
Can we not talk about Sparkly Batman, please?
No, we're gonna talk about it.
Hold on. William Householder said, can we get an F for butt stuff? Why the fuck not?
Sure, why not?
Candy Core Game said, you saw his dick, so what? You ever watch porn? I bet you've seen plenty. Also, it's not like he caused you to see it. Someone else posted something that was supposed to be private. I avoided his dick like the plague. I've never seen Projared.
Same, never saw it.
That's how my life will end. I will die not seeing that.
I would rather never ever see it. So. I saw him in the Sailor Moon costume. That was enough for me.
Oh no. Patrick Sullivan's trying to say cheated down. Like, way down. That's not how you do it, people. I don't know, man. I don't know. Depending on what angle and what picture you look at.
I mean, butt stuff, though.
No, I'm listening to this crazy bitch. I'm listening to her go ape shit on him. Like, he's not even there on Twitter, and she is losing her mind about anxiety and other shit.
There's another tweet.
And I'm like, of course he fucking isn't there.
She tweeted out after the other one, he didn't even say he wanted a divorce until February. Then he said, I'm ending this instead of, I'm not sure if this is working. February was the official breakup. Until then, he was still getting indignant when I suggested he wasn't really trying to save our marriage.
Wait!
He dumped her in February.
Stop! Archive that tweet. The whole thing that started and began this shit was because she said she found out about it on Twitter. That shit happened in like fucking May.
Yeah.
She is fucking up right now. Archive that liar. Archive that liar. Get that.
I'm getting it. Stop yelling.
Stop patrolled. Stop patrolled.
Oh God, he's doing the meme. Make it stop. Make it stop. Oh my God.
No.
He's gonna throw shit. I have to deal with
That's bullshit. She ain't even lying. That ain't even a lie. That's just fucking shit. She's not trying. Lies take trying. She didn't even try with that one. She didn't go back and read any of her shit. She didn't keep her fucking continuity together. She didn't even fucking try. She didn't even try.
Yeah, I bet that other chick's looking a lot better right now, eh?
Get that tweet. Get the tweet where she's like, oh my God, I just found out I'm getting divorced on Twitter. That was a thing. Remember? She just found out on Twitter. That was the thing. Remember?
Oh my god.
Remember? Anybody remember? Hey, hey!
Remember,
I
Holy
remember.
shit. This is the girl that was called a hoe. She raises chickens. Fluffy chickens. Alex, don't go anywhere near Holly's Twitter.
She's a chicken head. Fuck her. I'm getting a drink.
No,
Fuck
no.
her.
No,
Holly raised
raises
chickens.
chickens.
Good girl.
I'm gonna
Holly
like
didn't do
this-
nothing.
I'm gonna like this this tweet of this little chicken here.
look, leave my memes out of this. I ain't got nothing.
It is a very fluffy chicken though. She apparently
Stop
really
it.
likes birds. I mean, we can disagree on that, but
So
Not Alex jacking off the chicken pictures, please. Thank you.
that's never fucking happened. Lee.
that has
Don't say
literally
that.
never happened. He's just like, please don't say this in front of the new people. They don't
That's
understand our
yeah,
memes.
exactly. There's new people here. They don't know the memes. Don't start this shit with me right now. God damn it.
I apologize, Alex. I'm sure the chicken consent.
No, fuck
that's
that.
that's right. The chicken consented.
Hey,
That's exactly what happened.
Okay,
No.
Tonka, go over to the Discord into
I
the
fuck
evidence
chicken.
locker thing. Akajin, buck off with the soundboard right now. I am serious.
Did you find it?
Find what?
The tweet where she had said that she found out that she's getting divorced on Twitter. Did you find that?
No, I haven't looked for that yet. And I'm sure I can find it fairly easily considering all of these tweets from around about the same time period. No, this is the girl that the other one's calling a massive hoe. I just scroll up past what Val just posted. This girl raises chickens. This is the one that the other one called a sad hoe.
So I'm saying,
Sure.
Heidi though, she's like the chick.
Heidi,
that would be
though.
in space. She's a chick that would be in space and like fucking with your bank account, right? She'd be doing
Fuck
big
yeah,
dick
she
shit.
would.
with
Heidi,
space.
yeah, probably. Dark Gaming 666 for €5 says, I know this is a serious subject, but you guys are great. Appreciate it.
Oh, word.
Thank you.
All credit to them. I'm just a random crazy person they brought on.
Yes,
We
yes,
do
you
this
are.
every morning. It usually doesn't go this long. But then this
Yeah, it's
woman
fine.
started
Holy
talking.
Shit.
It's under 5
Yeah.
hours. This is normal.
I feel like we normally end at 3 or 4. At
No,
least
we don't.
4.
We go at least 5 or 6 hours and I want to die.
Accurate. Quartering just released a video on
Unfortunately,
Jared.
She never does.
Hold on, guys. Quartering put out a new video about Jared.
Okay, AIU is saying, I am so confused. I want to hate someone, but you're saying I can't hate Jared. You can hate the quartering.
Yeah, nobody
If
likes
you want
the
to hate
quartering. He's a
someone,
loser.
hate all the people that push these lies.
Oh, Billy Senpai Gaming for 2 says, so is Holly single? Just asking for a friend. I
Fair
don't.
question.
I think she
I'm
might actually.
pretty sure Holly and Jared are a thing.
I
Yeah,
think
they're
they
still a
might
thing.
actually have stuck by each other because, you know, they had to deal. Like, I think he was helping her out when she was getting called a homewrecker.
I mean, you could try to hook up with Heidi, but bad things happen.
Bad things
You know, I'm
happen
just
to
saying.
people who try and hook up with Heidi. Just saying. I don't think I have them linked, but let's see here. Let me scroll up here. I think there was the link to the, not a link to the thread, but that's May 9th. I don't want to go back to May.
Ah!
She posts way too fucking much. This is just Vamp sticking up for a fellow gamer.
Uh-huh.
And not initially.
Yeah.
I was a dickhead initially. But once again, willing to admit mistakes.
And more power to you. God bless you, man.
God had nothing to do with
Buried
it.
him.
I buried the fuck out of him. Him
She
and Jim
buried
Charles.
the hell out of him.
Alright, I'm just gonna hit the end button until I get
Wait.
to May.
Hold on.
Yes?
Both of those things, those happen like back to back with each other, like same day or some shit, right?
Which things?
the fucking makeup guy and
Yeah,
the
they happened back
Projared.
to back, and the James Charles stuff actually overshadowed the Projared stuff.
And they were both bullshit.
Yep.
Eh.
Ha!
Well, no,
No, the
the
stuff
later
with
shit came out proving a lot of the shit the one chick had said was a lie about James Charles, that video she made that started the whole shit with him, including the waiter actually being bi or bi-curious, the fact that he actually did contact her and let her know that he got a brand deal with one of her competitors, and that she said she was okay with it. Like her entire story got fucking destroyed with proof, like how fucking Projared destroyed all the shit about him with receipts.
Let's hear Billy sound like Gang for 5. I learned a long time ago, don't dip wingding in crazy, just saying. Okay, I made it to May. I'm trying to find the beginning of all of this. Alright.
I remember her
let's see
trying to
here.
put it off like she found out on Twitter.
Yeah, because he blocked her.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Does everyone remember this? Hold on. There are Projared fans in the chat, okay? One of you guys have to remember this. One of her things was that she said she found out about all this on Twitter. Right?
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That she found out that they were divorcing on Twitter in May, when it happened in February.
That's like one of the initial issues a lot of people had. Is not only was he breaking up with her or whatever, getting divorced, is that he did it over Twitter.
Yeah, she allegedly found out about it on Twitter, which turned
Yeah.
out to not be the case at all.
Ooh, that was the name of Mr. Make-A-Wish's video, breaking up with your girlfriend on Twitter. So that didn't happen. We'll be awaiting Mr. Make-A-Wish to make his first correction
Apparently,
video.
Holly was talking to somebody back in June, says yes, he actually broke up with her. They already had talked in front of lawyers about separating when she screamed at him, "I'll sue you for everything you have." She told him she didn't believe in divorce, she's lying, and she's not well. He tried to leave multiple times. And this Rin person says maybe people wouldn't be so hard on you if you stopped telling a secondhand story you heard from him. Speak your own truth, but stop calling her an abuser and a liar because Jared gave you one side of their marriage. Oh god, this kind of resonates with me a little bit. Jared didn't give me that. I saw it firsthand, multiple times. Sounds vaguely familiar.
Can I read something that Heidi O'Farrell posted? It was right when all the drama was going on. This is something she posted on Facebook. Malish posted it in the evidence locker. I could not, for the life of me, find Jared's gold play button. That's the plaque they send out to people who cross the 1 million subscriber threshold. I found both his silver play buttons, but not the gold. It would have been the perfect thing to steal from him, because if he asked about it, I could say what million subscribers. This was after he went under 1 million. Anyways, I guess it's a confession of innocence. I didn't steal it, but I would have if I could have. I kind of suspect now that he doesn't have one, because if I recall correctly, you have to manually request that they send one to you. Jared's always been really weird about following through on stuff like that, even something that should be as exhilarating as gaining 1 million subs. Anyway, if he really didn't follow through on requesting one, it's even more fitting than me stealing it. Once again, falling prey to his own folly. Maybe he was too busy taking dick pics with my closet vanity lighting. So this is the type of vindictive bitch who will steal your shit because you left her. This is something she posted on her confirmed Facebook account.
She belongs in the International Space Station. That's all I'm saying. She needs to
But,
get away from us.
Oh, didn't Nico find it? That's the current thread. I was looking for the old thread of what she was trying to say before. Bible Ninja for £2. Chat, follow Punish Dad's Discord. Oh, you're being a bad person. Ninja's being a bad person. Not my Discord.
I am in there and I'm not even looking. So.
Why are you looking for other
It's a
dudes'
dark
junk?
place.
I'm not. I
Yeah,
said I'm
weirdly
not
enough,
looking.
the tweet about him blocking her, it looks to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
As will be the tweet of her saying that she found out on Twitter when she was the one who first publicly posted about them separating on Facebook about 3 days before he posted that on Twitter. That was one
That
of
was
the first things she was proven to be lying about. The fact that she was the one to first publicly announce their separation, not Jared.
I
She
know that
openly lied to
tweet is in
everyone.
videos.
More than likely.
The tweet about them breaking up, that shit is in videos and everything else, so it's out there.
Yeah.
So
We
somebody,
need
if you
some of
can,
our
grab that shit.
Exceptional individuals to go.
Some
find that.
exceptional individuals could get a hold of that.
Well, something Nico had he quote tweeted her, Heidi, and sent it over to me. Just says, this 100% confirms what Projared said in his video. Oh shit! Thank you, Vicala. You are the MVP.
All
Most
right.
valuable MVV. Most valuable Vicala. I recently learned that my husband, at Projared, has been fucking Holly Conrad behind my back for months. I have no idea what announcement he just made because he blocked me.
Oh,
Weird.
you found it.
Yeah,
Really?
hold on. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so let's put these two tweets side by side. Put
I-
these some bitches on screen.
I can't
I'll
do
give you all
that.
the time.
I cannot do that at the drop of a hat.
I said I'll give you all the time in the world. Take all that time. Take
I'm
all
busy archiving shit.
You're
Where
fine.
Arjun
No,
go?
do it. Whenever you get it's fine because I also have something else. And I know that I said a minute ago I didn't want to meet him, didn't want to hang out with him or whatever. However, I did get the go ahead. That if he wants to, Projared can come manage me when I wrestle Jim Sterling.
Oh shit!
Apparently, he is such a draw.
Oh shit!
So if Projared is bored when I wrestle Jim Sterling in 2 or 3 weeks, he
Sorry.
can come manage me. That'll be fine.
I was busy making
He and
sure
Holly
this
can
shit
come.
was archived.
No, he and Holly can come. We can talk about crazy bitches.
You better make sure I'm there.
No, it's fine.
I want to be there.
I'll go against Jim Sterling, and me and Projared, we sit there. We'll talk about crazy bitches for a minute. It'll be a good time.
Oh Jesus. Holly had
What?
posted on Facebook. Holly called what she did a public execution of Projared, and it was incredibly hard for me to experience seeing the internet rally around Jared's abuser to mercilessly harass both of us with no evidence beyond Heidi's word. Also, sounds very, very familiar.
Ha!
One of my super irrelevant Ghost of Christmas past ex-boyfriends watched me publicly execute Jared and still thought he had an opening to send me a lame, poetic, fake, heartfelt message like we were gonna have a nostalgic reconnection when we dated when I was 17. My private response to opening the message was, "Damn, I remember this guy cheating on me too." My direct response to him was, "Through this, I learned to stop taking bullshit from condescending men. Goodbye."
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Check that Twitter thread of Holly's, because I believe she unless she took it down because of Jared's request, I believe she posted the conversation over text that Jared and Heidi have of Heidi encouraging him to make a move on Holly.
Let me see here. Holly was so angry. I wanted Projared to reassure me that she had consented. He sent me this screenshot. If it makes it easier for you, I will quietly go into the bedroom. You have full permission to do anything you want, and I'm fine and will continue to be fine. These are allegedly from Holly.
Oh!
If it makes it easier for you, I will quietly go to bed without interrupting. I'm only trying to help, not upset in the least. I've actually been super productive tonight ever since talking to you. I like transparency. Also, rooting for you, heart emoji. Oh, and you have full permission to do anything you want to. P.S. If you decide to stay in the guest room, that doesn't mean you have to bang or anything. I never thought Date and Strix would be the type to do it right away anyway, but you know them better than me. Don't worry about me and do whatever works. I'm fine and will continue to be fine. Heart emoji.
This
Yep.
Oh,
Wow.
she dirty as fuck.
I never consented. Ignore those messages of me consenting, please.
That's what turned me on the whole Jared's probably innocent thing, and I got fucking crucified for it, so I just stopped talking about it.
A lot of people just
Man. He's the worst boyfriend ever. He did exactly what I told him to do. God, what a terrible husband. This man.
I need to read the tweets directly after that one. The one that I just read. Which ones are you talking about?
Alright, how is that out of context? How is the context gonna make that okay?
The text, rather.
Sure, get more context to it.
I'm looking.
I'm game.
I'm not
Hit
sure
me.
what Jorgamond is. You
Hit
need
me.
to read the tweets immediately after that one.
Alright.
He's probably talking about Holly's thread, because she posted a lot of shit. Her thread is what turned me into Jared is most likely innocent in the whole shit. Because Holly
this doesn't
posted a lot
link
of proof.
to her thread though. This is someone else's thread.
I know Holly posted a big huge thread. She may have taken it down though, because if litigation is happening
let
and
me see
Jared can't post it, then yeah.
Okay.
These people are fools, man.
So oh wow, this keeps going up. For the past year, I've been trying to help someone I care about leave an abusive relationship. I'm telling my story with the receipts I can legally share. With no hate and no vindictiveness, I just need to bring the truth to light regarding Heidi and Jared. These tweets are not meant to spread hate, so please do not use them to bully Heidi or Jared. What I've experienced in the past 10 days, I do not wish on anyone. I encourage you to spread healing instead of hate. I have not spoken out sooner because on May 9th I checked myself into a hospital because I was having self-harming thoughts. I'm not ashamed of this at all. It was the right thing to do, and I was safe there. It's okay to ask for mental health help when you need it. I heard about the at Keemstar coverage while I was in the hospital and made this in art therapy. You have to be able to laugh at some respects of a crisis, and it's a quote of saying "side hoe." She said, "Before going forward, I want to make clear that I do not approve of any influencer exchanging nudes with fans. This behavior is an abuse of power, and that is never okay. Jared made poor decisions. That said, I have seen relevant receipts which prove that Jared confirmed the consent and ages of those individuals he interacted with. These accusations have legal ramifications for all involved, and for that reason, no one can comment on them or share information publicly. This is difficult to speak about, this makes it difficult to speak out. Please know that I do not expect everyone to believe me, but it's not justice to treat every accusation as a conviction. Oddly enough, people can lie on the internet and omit information. P.S. If you are a consenting adult who swaps nudes with another consenting adult, then post those nudes on the internet without consent. That is called revenge porn, which is a felony in 48 states.
It's not the most legal thing, though.
Yeah, no. In early 2018, Heidi told Jared she wanted him to explore his feelings for me. She was enjoying the advantages of an open relationship, including a long-term boyfriend, and wanted Jared to do the same. On February 7th, 2018, Jared took me on a walk. Despite having Heidi's full permission to do so, all we did was talk about our feelings. Jared and I were transparent about our discussion with both Heidi and all others involved in the situation. I don't know when Jared started having feelings, but I didn't realize that I had them at all until then. It was like being pushed into ice water. I've talked about being asexual for years. I never expected to have feelings, and it was terrifying.
What? Never mind. I don't care. Just
she never really found anyone she was sexually attracted to in a certain way that she wanted to actually be with them.
Jared was the one. God damn.
He was the dude that
it's fine.
Yeah, that's essentially what she's saying. He was the dude that made her actually, want to be with somebody.
It's fine.
Even though Jared and I had a long-standing professional and platonic relationship, Heidi never wanted us to speak again. She became extremely jealous and vindictive. Both Jared and I were scared of her. Heidi was so angry. I wanted Jared to reassure me that she had consented. He said he sent me this screenshot. If it makes it easier for you, I will quietly, and that's the one that I just read. After that, it says, I tried to apologize multiple times to Heidi. I tried gifts and words, but nothing was enough for her. I wasn't even sure that what I was apologizing for. I just wanted to make her feel better and not be angry, and there was nothing I could do or say. She continued to be enraged. I conveyed to her I was happy to just be friends and professional colleagues with Jared. Her response was a fit of rage. Later in February of 2018, she called me from Jared's number and howled, I want my husband to think of me, not you, during sex. Even though Jared and I had not been physical at all, Heidi called me from Jared's phone and screamed at me. I asked her what she wanted me to do, telling her I would do anything to help her feel better. All she did was scream, "Go away."
I would do anything for.
It says I hung up on Heidi in fear and texted Jared that he needed to leave this abusive relationship after experiencing her wrath. I turned my concerns to Jared's safety.
Wrath!
At that point, I knew communicating with her wouldn't work. Jared and I went long stretches of time afraid to communicate outside of our D&D game. Heidi openly fantasized about ruining our D&D show because it meant so much to us. She
fantasized about ruining a D&D show.
Yeah, she would use this threat to control him. And
Hide the dice. What is?
And he would send me her text when he was scared. One of the texts says, I'll talk to her today. I don't want to keep seeing you suffer. Please don't do anything drastic. Heidi, because at least that would feel less like an insult to my dignity than staying quiet and pretending nothing's wrong, which is all I've been doing for weeks. Okay, I think I would take it to blank before the general public, to be honest. It would be highly embarrassing and unprofessional for everyone. Like, at this point, I'm fantasizing about sabotaging the game, so bear that in mind. I'm just going crazy, Jared. A bunch of upside-down smiley face emojis. Would be a bummer to destroy everything you've built, but it would be way more of a bummer to destroy myself by putting up with it. And he responds with, please allow talks to happen. You're right, this has gone on too long, and she probably wasn't going to do shit. Jared, I've been very patient. Let's see here.
No, she's
God,
only
I
a little
keep fantasizing
crazy.
about the nasty fallout. Bring it on. I'm ready to go down with this ship, to be honest. I cannot live like this. The response is, sorry, I can't talk on the phone right now. Around people and trying to figure out flights and carry food. Okay, I'm just falling apart, lol. And my phone is at 16%. Cool. Fuck me. Man, I wish I could destroy dice camera action. That would feel so good. That would suck for you, but would really be unfair. Would it really be unfair? I don't know. I probably sound really cruel now, but this is the result of weeks of suffering. I'd love to see someone who caused this situation experience a fraction of what I've been feeling. This bitch.
She
Also,
is
the
really
Projared video
manipulative.
is now up to 316,000 views.
Okay. It says,
good.
Holly wanting the marriage and her control to end. Heidi constantly threatening Jared, saying that she would ruin him, publicly accuse him of being a cheater and being an abuser if he went through with the divorce. Which says, Jared, I've been very patient. I'm telling you all this instead of acting upon it because I'm still exercising patience, but I need things to start happening. I know, and the response was, I know more than you ever should had to. And her response is, like, I really need it. I don't know I don't know how to make that any clearer. I am desperate. That makes me dangerous. I'm ready to start ruining all of our lives.
Yeah, easy.
And he said, okay, I understand. I will try. I'm sorry I couldn't do more while I'm here, but I will do anything I can. And her response is, I mean, this has been weeks of inaction, not a few days, but okay. I hope you can come home today because I'm also dangerously close to contacting her again myself. Again. Projared's friends witnessed Heidi's abuse. They watched Heidi scream at Jared at parties, at conventions, on planes, and in his own home. There was more than one intervention to encourage him to separate from her. They were scared for Jared's safety. After 4 attempts to separate involving all kinds of therapists and lawyers, Heidi only agreed to move out after she'd illegally obtained pictures and texts that she could use as leverage for her revenge campaign against Jared and myself. Jared did not divorce Heidi on Twitter. Heidi made the first post regarding their relationship ending, and it was full of false information. Jared wanted to keep this a private matter. We were terrified of Heidi based on her numerous threats and extortion. On May 7th, 2019, Heidi moved into her new home and made the following post on Facebook. She accused Jared of cheating on and abusing her in front of all of our mutual friends, family, and our professional colleagues. She was the first one to make a public statement. May 7th, I recently discovered that my husband, Jared, has been cheating on me for many months. He lied to me extensively on many occasions, going so far as to blame me for being suspicious and making him feel like a bad person by questioning his loyalty. Turns out my gut was right. I have some extremely explicit proof. The other woman is another popular YouTube and internet personality that many of you are friends with and or a fan of. Jared tried very, very hard to make me feel responsible for everything that's going wrong in our relationship, to the point that he was unable to confess to his infidelity even when presented with proof. He squirmed in denial until the very end, getting angry and defensive instead of apologetic. He has even told his close friends a version of the story that excludes his adultery. He lied to many friends' faces about it and his own therapist, and paints me as an aggressive and unreasonable person instead of a hurting woman who was extensively gaslit and cheated on. He abused my trust and emotions for months and still insists that I'm the one who is truly at fault. In the past 3 weeks, I have bought my own car, we were sharing, signed a lease of my own on my own house, and filed for divorce. It's very clear to me now that I have no choice but to flee my abuser. I believed better of him as a human being, and he proved me wrong. This has been the single most devastating experience of my life, and I will be recovering from this for years. I have not yet announced this publicly, but I will soon after our assets have been formally split. I'm so exhausted of hiding my pain to protect my famous abuser's reputation. He is responsible for his own actions. The truth will eventually come out. I have already been grieving for a long time, and I'm starting to feel hopeful about my future again. Being able to admit even what I've been going through is the first step in my recovery. Okay,
This is the worst person in the world. She is a bad fucking person.
But it must not be understated how great her ass is. I just thought we were missing the point.
I saw a fucking picture of her. Now, I've seen the ass that you showed, but her face, it's in our thumbnail right now. Dude, she looks like Brianna fucking Wu.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say Brienne of Tarth.
No, I'm not going back to that old. No, she looks like freaking Brianna Wu.
Holly
Crucial Bunny says, renounce the booty.
Holly continued with, when Jared responded to Heidi's Facebook post neutrally, she enacted the vengeance she'd been planning for a long time. She lied about not being poly and approving of the nudes. She slut-shamed me. She did not mention her long-term boyfriend or the threats. Yeah, another screenshot from a text. Says, we're walking around the con and a girl asked for our photos, so we just did a basic pose, and she was like, can it be a pairing photo? Anyway, that made my day. Blank, something forever. Yes. Blank wants to watch me suck your monster dong. Good morning. What a coincidence. I want to watch you. Oh god, this is, it's a little explicit. I love you. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. I'm having a great day. I'll call you later. Are you busy at any particular time? Blank says he wants you to show him how to fuck me. Maybe you can take turns passing me back and forth. How does that sound? Heart emoji, question mark? It makes me really anxious when you look at my messages but don't respond considering the circumstances. I need your reassurance. And whoever the fuck she is talking to. Says, sorry, I'm okay, just in a bland mood and not getting much done. I just finished a walk. No sold.
Oh,
On
God damn.
Facebook, Heidi called what she did a public execution of Projared. I had already read that one. The one that's after that is Jared's friends who knew of the details of the abuse and had urged him to leave bravely spoke out to defend him, but were quickly vaporized by the one-sided misinformation hate machine Heidi had activated. Meanwhile, Heidi gloated on Facebook, bragging that she'd been retweeted by Perez Hilton, joking that Projared was more famous now than ever because of her accusations, and drinking White Zinfandel, adding insult to injury. She tried to steal his gold play button. Yeah, it's like I could not for the life of me find Projared's gold play button. That's the plaque they send out to people who cross the 1 million subscriber threshold. I found both his silver play buttons but not the gold. It would have been the perfect thing to steal from him because if he asked about it, I could say, "What million subscribers?" Anyway, I guess this was my confession of innocence. I didn't steal it, but I would have if I could have.
He better get 2 million. He better have 2 million. I know he had 1 million before. He needs 2 million.
If Heidi truly felt that she had to flee her abuser, would she ever go back to the house of the person she claims abused her? Jared paid for movers, and they'd already finished by then. Survivors typically avoid their abusers out of real fear, the way Jared has, and I have. Leaving an abuser is difficult. It takes survivors the average of 7 times to leave for good. The months Jared tried to separate from Heidi were excruciating. I worried about him all the time. He was broken and I was powerless, barely able to even talk to him. Beyond the satisfaction of revenge, Heidi received 100,000 new Twitter followers by publicly and falsely accusing me of ruining their marriage and labeling Jared as an abuser. She began using the attention from the crisis to promote herself, and it's just a bunch of shit where she's literally just promoting herself. This experience has fundamentally changed my relationship to the internet. I'm still here, still putting myself out there, but it's never going to be the same. Heartfelt thanks to everyone who didn't comment cheater and whore on my posts. Big thanks to all of you tweethearts who has stuck by me. You waited so patiently as I recovered and processed enough to be able to tell my side of the story. I appreciate and love you all.
Who is that?
That was Holly.
Oh, okay, Holly was saying that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What's her ass look like?
What's
Heidi is the one that wants you to show somebody how to bang her. This is where that got deep.
Yeah, that was a little revealing. Yeah, I gotta say, after all this time talking about Heidi's ass, as I've done, we all know this. It's not looking as great as it did before.
Well, it's kind of attached to.
Is there a dark cloud over that ass? Finally, Davis.
Yeah.
Can you finally admit that maybe she might not be a good person?
That glow and that
I don't.
silver-
You know what? I was
up
gonna
a
say
little bit.
I don't think he ever said that she was a good person. He just said he really liked her ass. To be fair,
It's not worth it. Look, there's a lesson here. All right, all that
stare at
shimmers
it.
is not gold. Damn it.
Are you trying to say sometimes there's glitter and shit?
Sometimes, just sometimes, damn it. Maybe every hot girl may not be worth the fucking trouble she brings to you. So maybe give the fucking, the girl with the weird haircut that might do butt stuff, give her a chance.
There you
And
go.
stop eating glitter, for fuck's sake.
Or stop eating glitter. There's also that.
Also that, yeah.
Honestly,
Hold on. Ray said, "Is
that
that's all you guys can think about?" I'm answering Davis. Davis is the one who's hypnotic on Heidi's ass. I see through the ass.
Yeah, we can.
I knew that she was crazy from the jump, and Davis gave me shit for it.
Well, I gave you shit about the
booty.
Anyway, we don't have to talk about it.
Billy Sound by
Holly
Gaming
does
for
butt
2. I've seen better booties, so it's not much of a loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there is better ones.
You know what? He's got a point.
We've seen I don't know about hundreds, but we've seen at least dozens of booties that were
Do I have
as good, if
I've
not
seen hundreds of
better.
asses.
I'm getting asked if I have.
I'm talking about my show.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, he has an ass of the day. Do you have info on who Heidi's long-term quote-unquote boyfriend was? Nope.
Not a clue.
No, it's,
All I
as
know
far
is
as I know,
I was gonna say all I
Leave
know
that,
is that
poor bastard alone. He's got some bad times coming. I have a feeling.
I was
That's,
gonna say the
and
only thing I
Jamal.
knew about the dude was that I didn't know first I didn't know he existed, and then I knew he existed. I don't know who it is. Just the fact that she's bitching about, well, my husband is fucking this Holly girl. It's like, wait, you have a boyfriend.
I got a feeling his name is Jamal, and he won't be around for long.
That's racist.
it's dumb. Doesn't matter. Don't give him shit for like. I'll leave him alone.
So we know he exists. All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only thing I know about him is that she hid the fact that he even existed so that her story would seem more sympathetic.
yeah, in some of those tweets you were reading, it was tweets Heidi talking to Projared saying, so and so wants to watch me suck your massive dong. She was talking about her boyfriend. Her boyfriend wanted to watch Heidi suck Projared's dick, and then her boyfriend wanted to see how Heidi fucked, or how Projared fucked Heidi, so he could learn something.
Whoa, hold on. Is that the other guy that dressed up as the Sailor Moon character?
No, Projared was the guy who dressed up as a
Jesus.
Sailor Moon character.
No, but there's another one though. There was another one, and that was supposedly in the mix as well. Does anybody know anything about that?
How many dudes
That
dressed
I'm
up
not
as
sure
Sailor
about.
Moon are running around here?
Yeah, there were two of them. It was this insane photo shoot.
What?
I don't know too much about it, but
I was gonna say there is something I wanted to address about this because Patrick Sullivan saying I got physically angry when Jared mentioned Ross in the video, like don't drag him into this. The man's just trying to live his life. He was mentioned now because he was mentioned previously because people were saying Jared was a shitty person for sleeping with his buddy's wife when
Also,
that wasn't actually the case.
who's Jeremy?
There's one
Is
thing.
Jeremy the other guy?
I don't know. I have no
Oh, okay.
confirmation on this other than what Jorgamon is saying in the chat. So
okay.
From what I understand, everyone who was mentioned in the video knew they were going to be mentioned. Ross has tried his best to stay out of it. He didn't even talk publicly about why him and Heidi divorced, and it was
That's
all
their
amicable. He said he
you
was
know
still.
what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's their business.
Exactly.
I think I might have
But,
said that then too, 'cause someone's like, well, actually, I think they're divorced. I don't know why they divorced. It's like, well, it's still none of your business. If they're divorced, then, she didn't cheat on him. End of story.
Exactly.
I can't get my Sailor Moon costume to fit.
Me either.
Have you tried hemming it properly?
Dude, mine fits fucking perfect. You should see my gut in it.
No.
All right, we'll move on. Sorry.
Thank you, Davis.
All right then.
Hey guys.
What is
my
wrong
God.
with your voice?
Is Blossom dying?
Sorry,
okay?
I'm like a little bit upset. Like
Why are you upset, Blossom?
like just me and my husband are going through this thing, and I broke into his apartment, tried to find his play button, and
Oh.
I couldn't find it.
Oh,
and he just got a million
she's that
subs,
bitch,
and
so
I took the 2 silver ones, but I was really hoping for that gold one. That would have really done it for me. And
Why does he have 2 silver ones?
He has 2 channels.
my husband is this guy. He has a couple different channels. They do fairly well. I mean, he's kind of cheating on me, kind of, sorta, not really, but it's
You
complicated.
seem like a victim.
I
You
really
seem
am a
like a
victim.
Can I help you?
I definitely didn't put myself in this situation, and I'm definitely not, exaggerating any claims, but I'm just
I feel like I could believe you if I saw a picture of your rump.
I'm getting to
That would
say
help the case. Yeah.
I am
This would definitely help with your credibility.
I am a woman going through a hard time. My husband is kind of sort of not really cheating on me.
I'd like to be going through a
And-
hard
So what's
time
your ass
myself.
God damn.
I mean, I would be open to that if I have this kink, and I can't, perform unless my man is dressed up as Sailor Mercury.
Oh.
So,
Well, Alex is your dude.
That's your guy.
Dude,
Yeah.
Mercury's awesome. I'll do it. Yeah, let's do
Someone named Iron Pool says they want to share memes. Who wants to plug their Twitter? Who wants someone else to be around on Twitter?
Huh?
I have a Twitter. You can send memes to me.
There, give them your Twitter,
Yeah,
Alex.
you'd
Let
have to
them
let
share.
them know what it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
fuck. Let me get it. Jesus.
They don't know who you are. Fucking
They
Mark.
should. I'm going to just post it. Don't worry about it.
She does sound like a victim.
Now, Billy Senpai Gaming for 5, he says, Heidi is a vampire, except her fangs are located in her vagina. Oh my God.
Oh,
That's a
Also-
weird version of teeth.
Oh,
If you have any pictures of any men dressed up as Sailor Men, please send them to my Twitter, and here it is in the chat.
Aw,
Yeah,
dude,
could you
I'll send a
maybe
picture
send
of
them to me
myself.
too?
send
Yeah,
nothing to me.
Please send that to me. That's my link in chat, just there.
Also, if you have any pictures of vagina with teeth, send those also to Akuchin.
Yes,
Vaginas with teeth.
yes, but make sure you follow that link that I
Son
posted.
of a
That's my
bitch.
Twitter.
Yeah, he's kind of posting your Twitter there, Davis.
Yeah, I just saw that. You were a fucking piece of shit.
Well, he's Australian. What do you expect?
God damn it. Now I'm going to get fucking vampires with teeth. Which was what my, that's what I wanted all along.
Oh.
So, it all worked out. Fell into my trap. All right, so
Fell into my trap.
Fell into your Venus fly vagina.
so I was listening in the other room, but it got pretty loud. So Heidi has responded recently.
She has fucked her story up.
Yeah, she
Hey,
kind
did you
of.
have those pictures for the side by side?
No,
Please.
I got distracted doing the
Okay, get
reading the
undistracted.
threads.
Okay. Dude, I'll tell Davis about that. You do that.
Oh
Okay,
my
she
god, I need
responded,
links to those
and she's
goddamn
full of
tweets
shit.
again.
Are you
Do you want me to do it, Tonka?
Please.
Sure.
I kind of wish you would have done it when he asked initially, because I was
He
doing.
wasn't here.
I don't know that. I don't know who leaves.
Fucking Mark. Okay. Davis has a 20-year plan. Like, sorry. Do you have a 20-year plan for this, Davis? Is that what you?
Yeah, I do. I do have a 20-year plan, but I'm not letting you guys know about it.
Fair enough. There's actual movies about that, said Jordan.
You'll fuck it all up.
See, by the way, Davis, I extended the invitation to Projared to manage me when I wrestled Jim Sterling. Do you think he'll show?
Oh my gosh. Perfect. I think he might show, but he might show up in a fucking Sailor Mercury outfit. Or a Sailor
God,
Moon
I
outfit.
hope he does.
Oh my lord. She loves it.
It's gonna be a wall night at Pro Cell for me.
I'll allow it.
She can't get enough of it.
I'll allow it.
Leo Mendoza says, Deadly Kitty, when are those ass pics coming?
Ayy.
Oh, they've already been distributed.
Someone made a meme. It's even better.
I need to
Awesome.
be redistributed.
What?
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 Huh?
Huh?
Yes, derailed the whole thing. Cool.
The rails. Fuck the rails.
All right, fair enough.
Fuck the
Alright.
rails. Holly
There,
needs...
you get this. You get
But
this
has-
meme that someone made. It's up on screen. We got the one. Says he didn't even want a divorce until February, and then, earlier he did suggest breaking up last October.
fuck that one. She said it was official in February. When was that fucking tweet? It's like fucking April and May.
May.
Yeah,
All that
fuck
shit.
her.
All that shit was from May. This is in like a 20-minute time frame. Of
She lies.
she can't keep her own fucking story straight in the same Twitter thread.
She lies.
She lying.
Wow, you were loud. Hold on. Oh, that's why.
weird.
Okay, that's fixed.
Is it weird or is she a liar?
Yeah, she's a. Let's see.
The exact same
Let me-
thread.
Okay, he didn't even say he wanted a divorce in February. He did suggest breaking up enough. Yeah, that's hard to.
That's hard to defend,
like-
isn't it?
Yeah, she seems like she's got two. Seems to be it would be easy to have like one story, right? Like the truth.
Oh, like look back on the Twitter thread that you're currently like spamming.
Right.
It's like, okay, what did I say over here? All right, I might want to stick with that.
She lies.
Yeah. Well. Truck nuts. This show hates women.
There.
No other reason to bury this angel. It's true. She's such a good-hearted woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was doing nothing wrong. She's a good girl. Didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Bunny
she
Sango
did.
says, "Who the fuck do I believe now? Believe your own lion eyes. She lies.
And your eyes are liars.
Also that.
You
Just
did?
lies everywhere.
Listen, you can go from no way you can get from point A to point B with that one. Sorry.
Fuck.
Just not possible, fam.
Astro said, "You laugh, but there are serious comments like that in Heidi's Twitter comments. What serious comments
Oh,
like
really?
what?
Like what?
Hold on.
Like they don't know what to believe anymore.
Is that real?
Well, I
Is
mean,
that a real movement?
there are two people that have had a very consistent story since this all started happening, and then you got the other chick who can't keep her own story straight in the same thread. This isn't even like months apart. This is 20 minutes apart.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
the White Knight
Someone-
comments.
Red
Okay,
flag.
the White Knights.
Shit.
Someone threw out in the chat that Projared should have streamed after. You probably have to think about where he was on this. He didn't know how this was going to go, so he probably set it to go and he left. He probably went to go eat or something, and he'll look at it when he gets home or some shit. Best thing you can do is whenever you get next time you see it, put up a video. Just be there, and watch the video. Let him know this. You know that what they said was bullshit. Go follow his Twitter shit. Go do all that shit.
Oh my god.
Do all that.
So there was more added to this fucking thread.
Which thread?
The one that I was reading like an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
What is she doing?
Here's
The one with Heidi?
various screenshots of our conversations from that period. No, they're not very romantic because Jared was very emotionally distant. He wasn't being honest about why though, and let me believe he wanted us to work. Here's me being incredibly passive about establishing boundaries with Holly a year after she started interfering with our marriage. This is how convinced I was he wasn't fucking her already.
Okay, hold on.
But
Hold
you have
on.
an open relationship.
You had a
Also,
boyfriend.
she was trying to pass it off like she had just found out that she was being cheated on, and she's now saying, "Oh, it's been a thing for a year."
Yeah,
This bitch.
she's full of
Man,
shit.
So
This fucking woman would drive me fucking crazy if I was with her.
Davis.
aren't you
God.
glad you have me, Davis?
Yeah. I'm
Davis,
so
run.
glad I have
As your
you.
waifu?
Run, Davis.
I gotta go.
Davis is following the golden rule. Always go with the butt stuff, girl.
Yeah.
I still thought I could trust him to handle it. LOL. He did not respond in text. They had actually been fucking for 4 months or so by this point, and here I was naively asking him to handle it because I trusted him. I trusted him every time I'd ask, "So what's really going on?" and he insisted nothing. Obviously, I wasn't screening his texts like she claimed. I was genuinely shocked when I discovered proof that he was lying. I could not believe that he was even capable of lying on this level, to this extent, for so long. It was calculated and intentional. It's pathological. It's terrifying. Apparently, he was even taking his ring off to stream and putting it back on before he walked out of his office to spend time with me. I only found out much later, thanks to the internet.
Oh, you don't watch his shit? Oh,
That's
she's
not a
ratting herself
scared,
out.
desperate man. He was firmly in control. This entire experience has been life-changing, traumatic, and deeply scarring. People shit on me for talking about it publicly, but the affair happened publicly. I endured it publicly. I was abused by public figures. They've never truly respected my privacy. It's cathartic to talk.
People
And
shit on you for being a lying bitch, you lying bitch.
And
Projection be thy name.
And he did not value my mental health at all. To be willing to intentionally destroy it for so long just to get off, it's sick. Seeing him continue to push this ridiculous story is horrifying. He always knew how his neglect and lies affected me. It wasn't an honest mistake.
Dude.
This bitch doubling and tripling down.
But my mental health, though.
She lied about this
You
guy.
shit all over the other
Deliberately
girl.
tried to fuck up his career, fuck up his way of paying his bills. Took pride in it, laughed about it, enjoyed it. Took
And
great
destroys their
joy in it.
relationship.
Yeah. Took great joy in this shit.
Mhm.
And now she's up here talking about how he doesn't care about her mental health while she's trying to destroy his life. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
This is such a disconnect.
It's hard to care about a crazy bitch that's trying to destroy your life and lie about you on the internet and fucking say that you're this and that.
You think that's hard? It's hard to even tongue wag at her ass pick.
I know, right?
I'm the real victim here.
You can't even enjoy staring at her and ogling anymore. That's the true victim, is Dave.
She took that away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about my mental health.
Mm.
Jacob
Were you guys
says this
saying
shit
earlier?
sounds familiar. Go ahead, boss.
Were you guys saying earlier that they were polyamorous? Like
They were in an open
like
relationship.
they were all.
She's the one who encouraged him to get with old girl.
Yeah,
So
she
his
Because
wife.
she was the
oh my God.
polyamorous one.
She wanted an open relationship. She had a long-term boyfriend, felt guilty about it, and pushed Jared to talk to Holly more.
Okay.
And then she
So
realized
everybody-
that Holly and Jared had a better connection than she and Jared did, and I think she got insanely jealous over that. All speculation, of course.
So was Heidi's boyfriend aware that she was married? Like that
Yes.
wasn't okay. So okay,
It was
I'm
very
just trying
well
to
known that they were married.
Okay.
Gaming Cactus says, we all owe Jared a massive apology. I will get away with that because I called bullshit when it happened.
Yes,
but
you did.
Blossom, I think, did you bury him? Did you bury Projared when this happened? I know Vamp did. Did you?
I honestly don't remember. I don't think I really.
She wasn't even
thought about
interested
it.
in it. She's like, can we
this
talk
kind of
about something
stuff
else?
I was like, okay, it's another dude that did something shitty on the internet. I was like, whatever. I didn't see his dick though, so I'm happy about
Yep,
that. I did
me
see the
neither.
Mercury pics.
You
and,
made it. You made
Yeah,
it.
we all saw the Mercury pics. I think I flat out stated in the Discord, if anyone posts his dick pic, they are banned forever.
Yeah,
And I
no,
wasn't joking.
I only saw the one that was drawn out like a caterpillar, like he was looking at a caterpillar.
I
the
was
heavily
skeptical about
edited one?
Heidi's.
Go ahead.
I was skeptical about Heidi's authentism, I guess, because anytime you see a married couple on Twitter and then the wife is like, "Oh, I'm apparently divorced, but I wouldn't know because my husband blocked me." Like that is just that is a major
That
red
reeks
flag
of
to me.
fuckery.
And yeah, exactly. It's fuckery afoot, guys. Like that is not normal.
Something like that
Don't
happens.
do
Yes,
that.
exactly like she said. Fuckery is afoot.
Yes.
That's a good point.
But I kind of just sat back and kind of let that situation become of itself because, you know, it's hard to really say what's going on that early unless you're truly involved.
Right.
But now that everything's coming to light, I do kind of feel bad for Jared.
From
Yeah.
the
In a
jump,
way.
what you're talking about, that's the deal that got me. The fuckery is afoot. Like, that's what got me. It's like, you
Like, fuckery
just now
thinks
know
is-
you've got problems in your relationship because
Yeah.
you read a Twitter post. I don't buy that. I don't believe that.
Yeah, like no. No. Polyamory is a very interesting thing to approach, especially a married couple. You have to have your relationship has to be a fucking rock
I'll
because
say
you're sharing your partner
Like
with
this dick.
somebody else. And
this is just a little
Yeah,
advice
giggity.
for anybody in the audience who's even thinking about this. One of your partners needs to be in a coma.
This
That's how
always
those
helps.
work.
Ellen,
It's the only
she's
way.
a good girl.
She's a
She
beautiful
sleeps so
woman.
well.
Yeah.
While Davis and I are in the next room.
Eh.
It's sometimes the same room.
Iron Pulse said, how long has this stream been going on? Forever
What?
and a day.
Watch
Yeah.
us, Ellen.
Forever and a day.
We usually go forever, but not end the day. But we started late, so we kind of ended late. We're gonna, I don't know. Let's
This is
end
not
like
ending late. This is still going over.
All right, we'll end at the hour mark.
Uh,
If you didn't hate what we did today, then we'll do it again tomorrow, and you can listen. But I don't know.
24-hour stream.
That's
You've
right,
lost
guys.
For
your
all
mind.
Davis.
the breaking news
Davis.
on Projared
Davis.
and Heidi
Davis.
and Holly.
Fuck all that.
Hosted by
Adam.
Davis on the Night Beast.
Oh no, I can't do that.
Neither
I'll-
can I.
What do you mean you can't do this? This is
I have my-
awesome.
I have my
Is
own
your
streams
show
to
ever
do.
coming back, Davis?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, eventually, but I don't know if it's coming back next week or the week after. So, we'll see.
It'll happen.
Just have to get a schedule.
Figure your shit out, Davis.
Yeah, I know.
I hope so,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking up all over the place.
Now you're all
Yeah.
over the fucking place. You need help.
I just need time, to do my, my gaming, my Minecraft stream with Blossom
Yes.
and Vape.
Yes.
How much liquor is that
Wait.
going to require?
Wait.
Wait, did I hear
Terrible.
the
You
two
agree.
deadliest words when put together? Anal and vape.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop bullying Optic when I move over to Twitch, which is my other plan to do when I come back.
Wait, is
Wait,
he on
you-
Nightmare
Twitch?
Storm said this is the future of the channel. Oh god.
Lovely.
Somebody start archiving that girl's tweets. We got a show to make it.
By the way, I
Yeah.
see a lot of new fan buds in the chat. I'm very happy about it.
Blossom, give them
They
the
seem
speech
cool.
about what fuels you and how they should like and subscribe. Do
Hey,
like your
guys.
YouTube spiel.
So my name is Blossom, and you're watching the Morning Kumite, and I just want everybody. Fuck, Demon, this is my turn.
Whoa!
He wants to promote his.
Demon.
It was my time.
No,
This
it's
fucking
me.
dog is
not
trying
you.
to get over.
Love
phone's
fuels me. Hate fuels me. Oh, welcome. Remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get an alert every time we go live. Hey.
There you go.
That was fucking amazing.
That fucking dog no sold the fuck out of your promo.
Yeah, Demon doesn't like promos.
He's
I'll put a-
mad because I shared food with a cat.
There's a link from Nightbeast in the chat that's going to be Blossom's Twitch if you guys want to. If you like the cut of her jib, you can watch her do
No one
games.
promotes. No one
over there.
promotes my Twitch. No one promotes my
Oh.
shit. Really?
There she goes.
What?
do a
You
lot
do
here.
Twitch?
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Gary Cactus says, what pisses me off about her right now is Jeremy respectfully never said her name, and she's so quick to capitalize on drama. All he wants to do is clear his name and move forward. Oh, she being shitty about it. She's being that girl. She's being that girl. Anyway, is everybody got their name something game?
What? I ain't said nothing.
Everything's gaming and something game, which is fine. Apparently, there's a lot of video game people here, so don't tell them that I'm going to beat up Jim Sterling. We probably should have went against that. Vulcan UA MVP. Is Vulcan here? Emperor Vulcan in the chat.
Oh,
He
do they even know that you fucking wrestled Jim Sterling?
Wasn't
he's
much
going
of a
to
match.
again? Alex, don't.
I'm
even
wrestling
start.
his ass
Alex,
again.
Ran him
don't even-
over.
Don't even start
Wait.
right now.
You'll be doing it this weekend or?
2 weeks.
Oh,
2
in 2 weeks.
Not this one. Not the next one. The one after that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Plan
we
on
do
wrestling him
commentary.
this time?
Yeah, they do a horrible commentary show.
It is very horrible. I won't even lie. It's awful.
Mm-mm.
Apparently, I even hurt people's feelings.
Well, whatever. I'm
Jim
coming
Sterling.
back Friday, so y'all can look forward to a poppin' good time.
Oh yeah.
Blossom commentary. It's amazing.
It's the best commentary. I have no idea what's going on, but I love every second of it.
And there's bright colors and guys in spandex.
I
So,
do
mean,
enjoy Taylor Ray's intro. That is probably one of my favorite things. other
Also,
than Britney.
she's a huge BWAP fan.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Are you streaming
For
tonight,
sure.
Blossom?
No, I'm gonna be on the Mythiverse stream, guys. So come check me out on there at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're
That
talking
works.
about the web series. that I did a character for.
I don't do shit.
My character doesn't like Godzilla, which I kind of find funny. Because, anyway.
Is there anybody that's on the Twitterverse right now that's actually standing up for Heidi O'Farrell?
Oh, she's got a lot of white knights.
Oh, yeah, I would imagine she's got a lot of...
Oh yeah, but
Thirsty
she's got no shortage of bootlickers out there.
What day is the Sterling match again?
The Rumble, whatever day the Rumble is.
That is
Wallow's
not
making
helpful right now.
It's like the last Saturday of the month or last Friday of the month.
The last Friday of the month?
Last
Okay,
Friday
so
this
like
month.
of this month?
Yes.
So the 30th?
Very possible. Last Friday of this month, I'm kicking Jim Sterling's ass. That's happening.
You realize you said that match was like 2 weeks away? That is like three days away.
Okay, then I've got the timing all fucked up.
I think you might want to double check on that one.
Yeah. That's all fucked up.
You're all fucked up.
Look, I don't get paid to keep up with the dates. That's not my gimmick.
No. I don't get paid for it
Isn't
either.
Jared also a feminist?
keeps
Yeah,
moving?
maybe. Davis is a feminist.
Yes, I am. I love women.
One of the many reasons I am kind of married to Davis.
Yeah, that's
She's not.
well said.
It's not
Um,
legal, but...
And she just kind of walked in and declared it be so, and he was just
Yeah, I
like,
just kind of sat on
"Eh,
the couch and I was like, I'm here now.
I'm not
So,
leaving."
There's that.
And
Yeah.
he was just like,
Became
wait,
a
what?
gelatinous blob and just got stuck to the couch. Can't get rid of her.
They call it common
Yes.
law marriage, but there's nothing common about it.
Nothing common
is-
about it, goddamn it.
No,
That
common
relationship
law.
is as open as her legs.
Goddamn!
I am so glad everyone stopped talking just in time for that. Billy
Just in
Senpai Wonder Emporium for 5. Thanks, Tonka. You gave me a complex and I had to change my name. P.S. Shut up, Blossom.
Ooh,
Oh.
Shit.
my God.
It's cool. It's cool.
It's cool.
Crack my knuckles here. I'll fucking meet you outside, motherfucker.
Catch me outside and shit.
Catch me outside. How about that?
All these fucking links. What are all the links in the chat?
I
What are
don't-
these even?
I don't
to?
know.
We're all hawking our shit.
You're all hawking your shit.
Yes,
You're all
that's what
terrible
everybody
fucking
is doing
people.
right this second. I saw them doing it, so I figured I'd do it too.
You're all
Alex, if we all
terrible,
jumped off a
terrible
bridge, would you
people.
do it?
If everybody hawks
I
their
can
shit,
swim.
then nobody will see where anybody hawked their shit. You fucking marks.
Yeah.
You're fucking scaring away the new people and confusing them.
Wow.
Hey
Now they're
guys,
scared
guess what?
and confused.
People actually asked for my link. Everybody else just hopped on the bandwagon.
It's because you're a woman. They want to watch you. God. Jesus.
It is on the hour.
I think Bam clapped at you.
I clapped at both of you.
Mm.
It is
Yeah,
on the
clap,
hour, as you
You've
said
been told.
before.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody.
Remember to stop by the same time tomorrow for more news on Projared and the Heidi O'Farrell situation.
Don't believe him.
That's
Yes.
what we do here.
Yeah,
No.
start archiving that girl's tweets.
Yeah.
We getting
You can
into
go ahead and
the
do
we
that.
getting into the pro Jared business here.
Should you briefly mention what they actually should expect on this kind of show?
No, they'll
Garbage.
find out. It'll be funny.
Yeah, whatever we end up talking about that day.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway. Thanks for coming out. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone who subscribed today.
Boom!
All right. Have a good evening, everyone.